All right. Hello, everybody. We're going to get this bad boy started. Sorry for the wait. We had to get some people back. We had to get people leveled up because, gotta get some levels before we start. So, with that, we're going to just get this bad boy started a Rooney right off the bat. So, with that, we're going to get this bad boy started. All right, with that being said, let's get this bad boy started. Who wants to do some recap?
May we have the map for visual recollection?
In a moment, as I am doing things stream side.
Sounds good. Let's see. So I remember um, kind of jumping a little bit out of chronological order of things that we absolutely uh, rescued a kitten that's got tentacles on it that we don't know is a displacer beast, but it totally is a baby displacer beast that Max essentially pretty much well, no, wait. So Max was attacking mom or no, mom was attacking Max because mom was in the room.
Yeah, I just ran
Ended up
away.
missing. Yeah, ended up missing and then accidentally killed her own kitten. But then you grabbed it and brought it back to life, and I like mean mugged you into letting me have the kitten. In fake, agreement to trade you gold. And then yeah, but before that there was lots of fighting. So we had been making our way room to room. There was a crazy multi-limbed gorilla thing that was pounding to get out of the door, and we thought maybe somebody is trapped. And so we opened it, and it was trapped, but it was probably better to have kept it trapped. But we took it out. So great job. Can't remember who did, but great job who did that. Um, there were the room with the displacer beast walk or as we're looking in there, it's like this innocent, sweet, complacent kitten because I checked Insight and it's like it's very complacent, but it's just sitting in the middle of the room. It didn't respond to me trying to give it jerky. It was almost too suspicious, but I thought, well, it's dangerous in here, so we'll come back for it. It didn't look like it was in any danger, so we were gonna leave. And then somebody, I think Max, you were the one who went back in. We're like, no, we're going to take it with us. And you just walked right in and didn't see the hidden mama displacer beast that was in the corner
Well,
waiting and
every single time
rescue.
we would open a door and it would have bad guys on the other side, I intentionally didn't fight that thing. So that little jabbering thing, I didn't fight that. The little bat hat things, I didn't fight those. Whatever you guys were killing in that southern room, I didn't fight those. And then there was the gorilla with the arms. And so on my turn in combat, I was just like, I'm gonna go grab that kitten. Like just anything to get out of a fight. And then
That's
it turned out to be a terrible idea.
fair. Although we got a kitten out of it, so that's cool.
Right?
I absolutely want it as a pet, as a companion, because that would be awesome. Um, Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to remember. There was a room of flaming skulls that nearly took out Kaito. Um, because we were able to take one of them out, maybe?
Nope.
Maybe not. No, we just the
We just
first
shut the
one,
door and said, fuck that shit, we're out.
right? And they hadn't come out yet. So, and then someone, who was it, proposed that it was as if these might have all been like some sort of like jails or like prisons or something for
Oh,
Vault. Nice.
it
Yes.
makes a lot of
So
sense, right?
it does. Yeah, especially since or maybe what if it's more of like a collection rather than a jail? I don't know. I was kind of thinking on that. But yeah, seems like there's some bad news in every single room. They don't necessarily seem to be getting worse because they're all kind of bad. But I am very curious to know what's in the rest of them. But because like we could, also keep looking around to see what else. Because or what was it? So Max, you had decided to, as you were looking down the hallway, you saw some lights, right? And so you decided to go toward the lights. And we're like, no, wait, don't go toward the lights. Come back. And we pulled the gorilla out of the room, and then we took a long rest in the gorilla room in preparation for going to the light, because we're hoping it might be a way out. And hopefully it's not a way to, like, the eighth circle.
That's when
of
that
hell.
displacer beast was full on hunting me, and I
Yeah.
was just like, I gotta pick a direction and run that way. And then Cube
Right.
was like, well, even if the map ends here, there's actually more down this hall. And so it was really just we accidentally stumbled into that.
True. Yeah. Kaito, do you remember any of the other details?
I remember I got down to 1 HP and it was like, nope, for the rest of the fighting. That's all
From
I
the glowy skulls. And there was, what was it, the gorilla thing price that you had like morphed your teeth to bite it? Yes,
It
you
fit it in the
There was
butt.
something about booty.
you
I remember
Nope.
lots of
behind
butt
it.
stuff going on.
totally. Yes.
Nope.
Even though you say it's the thigh, I don't know.
From my
I
angle,
I remember butt stuff.
Price is a butt man.
And there's nothing to be ashamed of with that price. It's totally fine. And it's understandable. Being of your height, you see a lot of butts. It's only natural to develop an appreciation for
Damn.
them. And you just wanted to take a big old bite out of it. I get it. It's totally
Damn.
fine.
I was trying to save everyone.
You
I
did.
appreciate that.
You did. Yes.
Well, I hope you learned your lesson.
Oh my god.
But stuff
I
saves
don't know
lives.
that I did.
Oh my
You all better
God.
watch out.
That's the only lesson I got. And maybe don't open doors when there's something pounding teeth out of them.
I like to think of us as the savior of all these things.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Some
releasing
just
them
don't
from
appreciate us
prison.
saving
Mhm.
them and attack
Mhm.
us.
That's true. That's true.
Vald is convinced that this place is not haunted.
It is not.
Oh yeah, right. It's just what would the word be then for being overly
An alien
responsive?
zoo.
Infested? Oh yeah, I guess it could be. Or it could be like a collector's something. I don't know. But if it were an alien zoo, wouldn't the exhibits be more visible? Or maybe they get teleported out of these rooms to wherever they're shown and then teleported back in.
Maybe it's
Oh.
a zoo for ghosts and they don't need like doors,
Oh,
so they
yeah.
can just go through the
Yeah.
walls and see them.
That actually tracks. Speaking of seeing things, I remember too requesting that the door, when we put the door, like close the door here, is that we cut open a little viewport so that if for some reason it tries to lock us back in, if I can see somewhere, I can travel there with Misty Step because it's refreshed now that we've had a long rest. So I may be worrying about nothing, but don't want us to get trapped in the alien zoo prison room, right? Not after all the work we went through to clear it all out and get down here. Anybody else remember stuff that I forgot or that Max forgot?
Nope.
I think Monty owed me money, maybe.
What?
No,
He
he,
owes you
So,
money.
nice try.
no, he did not.
I remember he was like, Max, I really have to thank you. I would have been a statue for the rest of infinity if you hadn't come along and saved me. So every coin that I find from now on, you can have half.
No,
Yeah, I
that's not
don't
at all
think
what he
that
said.
happened in anybody's hearing other than in your head. So in your dreams, you'd probably dreamt it and then you woke up and were like, this is facts. But no.
So, looks like you already have an inspiration.
I do. Max, do you have one?
I do not.
Well, why don't you take it?
I will take it. Thank you.
Wakes up in the morning, he uses it immediately.
That's
Right. I'll be like, that
pretty
will
much the
be
plan.
10 gold, please, sir. You can deposit that into my account at the earliest convenience.
I would like to use deception with this new inspiration token to convince Monty that they agreed to give me money yesterday and they've just forgot about it.
Oh my god. No more inspiration for you.
All right. So, you all have a restful and uninterrupted, well, rest. And mind you, this is after, you know, after quite a few confrontations and close calls and multiple doors being opened simultaneously. But at least there's a moment of, a moment of rest. Well, it's as restful as you can. There might be a little bit of paranoia about something might being able to come through the door here and there, but it's not enough to, keep you awake at night, quote unquote night, because you have no idea what time of day it is. So you all awaken in your respective states. What do you do?
So I think I
Well-
had last watch. So I will probably be just keeping an eye on everybody. I'm gonna go peek out the door as I see everybody waking up and try the handle.
Wait, were you first watch or last watch?
I thought it was last watch.
So you'd probably be the last one to wake up then, if you're the last watch.
Yeah, but if I'm last watch, then I would be awake when everyone else would be waking up.
Right?
Because I'd be the first. I'd be the
She
last
slept the
one.
first 6 hours and stayed awake
Yeah.
the last 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was first watch.
So I guess first I want to look out the door and make sure there's nothing crazy out there.
Currently, there is a ladder broken in half in the hallway, leaned against the door.
A very advanced barricade.
As you
Nothing
recall,
spooky.
Max
Or,
withdrew yet
funny.
another ladder.
Oh my god. Hey, probably better than yet another horse right now.
See.
Do I sense anything spooky otherwise?
Nope. Nothing
Okay.
in the hallways.
Okay.
You can probably hear whispering sounds from the room across from you. Maybe the sounds of flickering torchlight.
Okay. And let's see. So out of character, the one across from this, was that the one with the flaming skulls?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So
Are
we
we
are not
lighting
going to
it?
go back in there. Take a peek. I don't see anything crazy going on. Seems like everything's basically where it was before. So I'll poke my head back in and get everyone's attention and be like, hey, it looks like the coast is clear whenever you guys are ready to get going and check out those lights that Max found. And I'll keep a lookout while they're getting ready to head out. And that's all for my play of things.
Well, you guys are free to roam. Doo-doo.
Well, aren't we going to whatever light thing that Max saw? So we have to be following him at the moment.
Yeah, Max, you want to show us the way?
I mean, we still haven't found the treasure yet, though.
I mean, there was a treasure room outside behind the house. It looked like maybe a shrine. So maybe
Yeah,
that's where
maybe,
the
but
secret treasure.
the pirates specifically came in here, bandits, whoever they were, and they found a bunch of gold and treasure and portraits, and then the house murdered them, and only one escaped, right? And I don't think we've
Maybe
reached
they.
that part yet.
I mean, it sounds like. Well, maybe. Yeah, but it sounds like that might have been the front of the house. Because didn't they go in the front of the house? We went in the back,
That's
and there
true.
were portraits. There were portraits in the room we went in. Kind of. No, wait, no, there weren't. They weren't portraits. They were. Oh no,
Mirrors.
just the mirrors. Yeah. So we haven't even reached the portrait room.
Maybe you could jump through one of those mirrors and re-explore the house, and if you do it in the mirror world, that's where the treasure's at.
Possibly.
Not
But,
it.
I've already been there. I'd hate to take that experience away from you, Max. So, I'm happy to keep an eye on your mirror while you jump through there.
I'm not super interested, but Monty hasn't got to go.
We're not putting
I
Monty
think
in there either.
Monty's already been trapped somewhere against their will for long enough. I think we could probably keep them protected from any further experiences like that. Unless Monty, you really want to go.
I'd rather not be trapped somewhere again. Thank you.
See, totally
Were
fair.
you even conscious as a statue, or did no time pass for you at all?
It's like no time.
See, then he basically wasn't even stuck. It's not prison if you don't remember it.
I remember not being able to move.
Anyway, Monty, there's a door down here for you to open.
Of course there is.
You just keep walking until you can't walk anymore.
Basically, heading down the hallway.
Yep.
All right. So, as I had described before, the opening, from where you are, it just kind of seems like these hallways just go on for a good bit. But you've come across the edge, the walls, and as such, as you're looking down the hallway, just almost like everything is converging down this singular hallway, like the far northern wall and the southern wall, they're all just sort of funneling into a singular door, a singular hallway, which there are sconces and torches currently lit and just flickering. There's no sign of any doors. It's just this long-winded hallway that funnels down. And yeah, there's a door at the end.
Does it look like we're getting closer the longer we walk?
Oh yeah, it's not. It's not like the ladder situation.
It's gotta double check,
You know what? Would I be able to roll insight on the hallway to see if there's a sentience in there that's intentionally guiding us down this hallway?
I mean, you can always try.
Let's try it. 13.
You're not really sure? Question mark?
I'll just be kind of looking around. You guys will see me just kind of thoughtful, but I don't really feel so
There we
certain
go.
enough to really
Let me
voice my
zoom out
thoughts
for you
about it.
guys.
You guys can tell I'm percolating on something.
Did you just use the word percolating?
Are you
Uh-huh.
are you percolating on something right now?
Chris, I am. I had this weird feeling about maybe the hallway wanting us to go down this way, like it's shifting things, but I don't really get the sense of it being intentional, but I'm not sure. I don't know. So what do we come
I'm sorry,
across?
did we use the word
So-
percolating?
Yes.
I did. It's a delightful word.
So what's the
Gotta let
marching
those
order
thoughts
currently?
bubble to the surface. So Monty and Kaito probably. And then Val, do you want to come up next with me? Because I know Max doesn't want to be in the front.
Okay.
And last, Max, would you like to be further toward the front? Maybe.
He might be muted.
Maybe.
Why are we sassing?
Oh,
They're all making fun of you now. They all heard
There's a
you.
hell. There's a hell
that was
happened.
adorable. It sounded like that dog has a lot to say, and you are being told all about it.
Bork, bork. All
I
right.
think she's just upset I didn't give her a bite of my chocolate cookie.
For your own good pepperoni.
So
And price.
Monty
Oh.
and Kaito
Uh-huh.
can both give me perception checks as you're making your way down this hallway.
I see everything. Monty sees the floor. How did you get a 3?
I don't know, man. I'm just
Right.
like, while I'm walking, my mind is wandering. I don't really
You haven't
notice.
woken up yet. That's it.
Yeah, I'm still tired.
So Kaito, with your 22 perception, as you guys are making your way down this narrowing hallway, with pretty much seems like the only thing in here is you guys, the walls, the torchlight, and a door. I guess technically on the floor, which is probably what Monty's currently staring at.
Yeah.
But there is you just get this just looking at how like the shadows interact with the torchlight, how you'd expect the shadows to dance in tune with them. They're not. They're slightly off. It's like the shadows and the flames and the light from the torches and the shadows are not in tune with each other. They're very close, very, very close, but there's just something off about it. Almost like, when you're walking down a hallway and you kind of do like a double take, and it's like, something,
Hmm.
and it just is this something off about it. And for you, it's pretty apparent because you're like, as you guys are walking down the hallway, it's almost like your silhouettes are acting normally, right? Like how your silhouette would work with light, but with any ambient light, it just seems off.
All right, he'll just probably quietly hold onto his axe a little tighter. If anyone's paying attention to him, they probably notice his grip change, but he's not actually going to say anything other than you can tell he's on alert. But he doesn't know enough to really say anything to anyone. It's like, yeah, it's weird, but I don't think he's got a history or knowledge of knowing what that could mean. So without knowing what it could mean, he's just going to stay on alert, not really say anything about it.
Yeah, and when you kind of take notice of it, it's like it returns to normal.
Hmm. Yeah, he's just going to stay on alert. He doesn't know enough to say anything.
So continuing.
I don't know. We are
Yep.
outside floor.
Is there carpet on this floor? I can't
I'm
tell.
muted.
There's not.
It's
Before
very
we-
floory.
Very flurry. Okay.
It sure is there, like.
I would
look
hope
at-
it's
look at
there.
that.
We're walking on it.
Look at that, and he points at the floor. Look at that line. You see that line on the floor? Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Did you
the
sleep?
shadows exist. Maybe.
Maybe.
I think I did.
My uncle had that. He used to stop and go all the time, up all night doing it.
Did you just imply that I have bladder incontinence?
Wait, what?
No, I was talking about percolation.
Oh, percolations. Okay.
So, also, I was muted when I tried to mention this, but I was looking around and I did notice Kaito looking squirrely. So while you
No,
guys-
squirrely is the
Well,
word
no.
I'd use for it. But he's definitely more
Fidgety.
on the edge. I wouldn't say squirrely.
Yes.
Squirrely is like implying you're ready to book it or hide something.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So tense, yeah. And yeah, maybe a little fidgety with your weapons, right?
I wouldn't say fidgety. It's more like he just shifted his grip so he's ready to swing it if he needs to.
Okay. So I'm sure I'd probably notice that with a 27.
Probably.
So I'll ask you, like, be like, Kaito, everything okay? Is there something up
Uh,
there we need to know about? Because I have like a face. Well, I guess no. Val has a face full of horse butt,
Hey.
but centaur butt. Excuse me.
Wow.
No, but what I'm saying is like we can't easily see beyond you guys,
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna ask you. That's what I'm doing. Is asking you.
Well, I don't
you see-
really see anything that, but it's.
Hmm.
Mm.
I mean, it is spooky in here. All right. Well, let us know if we need to be on our guard.
I mean, we're in a place we don't know anything about, and weird hinky shit's been happening all day. You should be on guard other way.
Well, that's a good point. But I don't necessarily know what to guard for. So if you see something, we
that's
should
The
specifically
thing,
look
I
out
don't
for,
know
let me
either. Just things are hinky. They're not moving right.
What's not moving right?
No, you didn't. Oh, the shadows with the lights are not right.
So I'm gonna kind of look at the shadows being cast by the sconces. Does anything appear hinky to me at this point?
Nope.
I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay. In my mind, I'm thinking, Kaito must still be a little sleepy.
Bitch.
But I mean, I trust your battle sense, so I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna, take it as maybe you're seeing things and that happens. Or
Mentally,
could
he's
be-
still asleep. Mentally, you're a bitch.
but it could be haunted shenanigans. No. So I'm gonna wait and see.
That's why he didn't want to say anything. You bully.
Hey, I didn't say anything to you. There's no reason for you to be reacting to anything that it was in my mind privately. All right, so we continue to walk along this continually narrow hallway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Such a hallway.
It is.
The floor sure has a floor.
Oh, it's not flurry anymore.
It's very floory. I'm very glad it supports all of our weight.
See, how far is that? 100.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a big line of something.
I was
Right.
calculating like how far wall to wall, just to kind of give you an idea of how long of a walk this hallway actually is. Because, like I said, it's narrowing from the points of the existing walls you've been to.
Mm-hmm.
Are we slowly getting pushed into single file?
It's getting there.
Oh, if it's getting to that point, he's gonna look at Monty like, "Do you want to go first, or do you want me to?"
That's
I'll go
about
first.
You sure? I'm a bigger wall than you are.
100.
I will be okay.
Okay.
So
Oh,
imagine
with-
145 feet slowly narrowing down. So it takes a good bit. It's a little bit of a walk.
Well, and with Monty ahead, Kaito, you probably have height above them, so then you'll both have a good view of what's ahead.
How tall is Monty actually?
We went over this before. Check the height chart. What
Alright,
is
let me just
this is-
repost the height chart so I don't have to find it.
I'm trying to figure out like where. Oh, he's 6'4". Okay.
Is it? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely got like well over a shoulder on him.
You
Got
got
a
like a little head on him.
everybody.
I mean, you are a centaur, and Monty, you're human, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not, but
Sure.
Well, I mean,
sure.
humanoid, humanoid. No, because we know you're kind of celestial-ish. You glow a little bit or something, right?
Wait, what?
no.
Didn't you say something about being something or another? Maybe not.
He's a paladin. That's all he said.
Okay, but you look humanish, humanoid.
I look human.
right?
I look
Okay.
entirely human.
Okay, perfect.
Well, then why are you making a fuss when we're like, oh, Monty's human? No, he's not.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
No, you didn't say that.
So yeah, you
He's just a
continue
tall boy.
down this hallway. until essentially it narrows down to 2 by 2. And in
Okay.
front of you rests a heavy wooden door.
Is it gonna take 2 people to open it?
Nobody's tried to open it yet.
This is Kaido asking money. Sorry.
I don't know. Could be. It looks heavy. And Monty's gonna try the door.
I'll be like, wait, Monty, do you want me to check it for traps?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, let me take a peek here.
Investigation.
Or dude.
I mean, it seems like it's probably fine. I'm sure you're probably, I don't know, maybe.
You don't
Unless-
know?
I mean, it doesn't outwardly scream that it has a trap on it. There's nothing obvious.
All right, you want to push the right door, and I'll push the left one.
It's a double door.
That's what he said.
Heavy
Oh,
wooden.
I
I
hear
thought he just said a wooden door.
Oh, I thought he said a
Heavy
heavy
wooden door.
wooden double door.
No.
I'm adding words I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
And does the door like reach the whole width of the hallway? Like it's
Yes,
a
it-
double wide door? Okay.
Yes, it does.
Ooh, that's a big door.
Is it a push door or a pull door?
You are not sure.
How tall is the door?
Easily 10 feet. 10 feet.
I'm gonna
clearance.
I'm gonna look up and kind of check the ceiling around it and just make sure there's nothing hinky going on up there. Should I do another investigation or a perception?
This is a perception. You just
Right.
because right now you're just looking for something.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
So a 22. Yes, you do see something unusual. The very corners of the door, where the top right and the top left of the door, there appears to be some weird, almost shadowy, veiny things that follow the very corners of the ceiling, where the door and the ceiling meet. It's kind of like these weird. They don't look like they're outcropped. It's just it's really hard to notice with the flickering shadows, or the flickering of the torchlight in the shadows. But they're kind of like shadowy veins, or like almost like imagine like nerves, the construction of like nerves, but they're shadowy.
Do they look like they are corporeal or semi-incorporeal? Like hazy to view, or are they just shadow, like in shadow?
Both.
Ooh. Well, Monty, if you're going to reach for it, I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder and be like, guys, before we do that, what's that?
What's what?
And I'm going to point to the corners at the top of the door, be like, can you guys see that? Is the door like growing from the wall? What in the world?
Oh, great. More weird shadow things.
That is unusual. I have no clue what that is.
To be safe, do we want to camp out here for a few minutes? And Price, maybe you could do a detect magic ritual. But remember, keep your eyes closed until you look directly at the door, because we
We
don't know
don't
what
have to
other
wait
kind
that
of.
long.
Oh no. Well, I didn't know if you wanted to use a spell. Oh wait, you can do it, can't you?
I can now do it.
That's right.
Wait.
Hey, Val.
What? Bald.
Yeah.
What'd you learn?
Would you?
I forgot that I could I could detect magic.
Did you rediscover this in meditation last night while you were resting?
Yeah, in a dream.
That's amazing. That sounds really useful.
Bald's got his big boy pants on.
I'm gonna look down and I'll just assume you're looking at his butt and be like, that he does.
I'm
What the hell is happening right now?
gonna bite all of you.
You're
I have
gonna-
nothing to do with
If
what
that.
are you gonna bite?
If
What are
I
you gonna
hear
bite
Price
my
saying
ass?
that, I'm just gonna like turn and I'm gonna kind of put my butt cheek out a little bit and be like, oh, are you?
Talia, I'm very
I bet
concerned
he'd
about
like
you right
that.
I'm gonna slap my butt a little bit. Be like, well, you should probably wait till later because we have stuff to do.
now. Valda, it sounds like she needs smashed.
So with
During all that, I cast my detect magic.
all right.
Is that what the big green circle thing is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's your detect magic look like? As I think you've discovered that you have this.
Well, for me, it expands from me like a purple aura, and where I'm going, like that's how I can see it. Like maybe
Like a
tendrils,
purple what?
tendrils of
Ooh.
light that reach out in the area.
Magic feelers.
Oh.
Yep.
Kind of might take a step away from that.
You can't see it.
Oh.
It's only for
Well, then
me.
never mind.
I that's what I perceive. Nobody else can perceive that.
So do we just see you kind of staring off into space, and for you it's very significant, but we're just kind of seeing you staring at nothing? Is that what it looks like from our end?
Probably.
Okay. Do your eyes glow purple, maybe?
No.
Oh man, all right.
He
We just
just
look over
does-
and we see you kind of squinting intensely at things.
Concentrating. That's what it is.
That's
Did he
right.
sleep?
I don't think so. His eyes are open. What are you seeing there, Val?
So you detect through your magical feelers an interesting school. So let's see, magic, and you learn the school of magic, if any. So the school of magic here you'd be detecting would be the equivalent of mind magic. Psionics. Magic that is made for, well, it has a variety of uses, but it's not a very common school. If anything, it would be more considered like a sub school, if anything.
I will relay that this is an odd mind-based magic.
Oh, weird. Like,
Basically psychic magic, psychic powers kind of stuff.
Yeah, kind of maybe similar to the way your blades work.
really? Should I maybe try shooting my blade at one of those veiny areas, and you can tell me what happens?
Yeah, go for it.
Or I'm gonna turn to Max, and be like, Max, is there any chance that this door could be a mimic, and it just wants us to think it's a door?
There's so many butts in front of me, I can't even see a door.
I'm gonna kind of stand to the side a little bit and like tap Monty on the shoulder, be like, let's give him a better view.
I'm just gonna get on the ground and then crawl with my elbows forward.
Nice. Kind of step
Under the
over you.
centaur and the
It's a lot of
because I
trust.
figure I'm like fourth in the back, kind of. Yeah, because it's narrow, right?
I mean,
Well, it's too wide, so you'd be able to probably see between
okay.
us.
You can shuffle between us, yeah.
All right, but I'm gonna do it that way because it makes me feel like a spy.
God. Kaido will be very sure to keep his feet still so he can't accidentally step on you any.
I'm gonna go right between Kaido's horse legs, and then I'm gonna roll over onto my back to stare up at him, and then I'm gonna do like nonsense signals. I'm gonna like raise my fist up, and then put my finger to my lips, and then hold out 2 fingers, nod once, and then hold out 3, and then I'm gonna point at the door, and then I'm gonna get up and just open the door.
Oh.
Works for me.
Okay.
And you'll probably have done all of like, or when you decide to open the door, it sounds like you do it too fast for any of us to really stop you. So I'm interested to see what happens.
So you walk up to the door, put your hand on it, and it's locked.
All right, mystery solved. It is a locked door. I guess we all go home.
And I'm gonna slither back onto the ground and go back into the place.
A
that I
locked
was
door never
before.
stopped us before.
Well, if it's locked, maybe I can open it. First, I'm going to. I mean, he touched the door and nothing happened. So I'm going to put my hand on the door and see if I sense any mind whispers.
Give me an insight.
Okay. Hey,
Oh, yes. You put your hand on the door and you hear voices. Many, many, many voices. Some whispering, some yelling, some having casual conversation. Nothing you can truly focus in on and ascertain what they're saying or why they're saying it. But you take a moment, you inhale, you breathe, and it's like they all stop simultaneously. And with your insight, something has taken notice of you.
with my hand still on the door, I'm going to think at the door, be like, will you let us pass
There's no
safely?
response.
Okay. Do I sense any malice from the awareness?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to very slowly, like, I'm going to pull my hand away and I'm going to step back while looking at the door and kind of relay to the rest of the group what I learned. But you guys see me looking very nervous. And I'm just going to point at the door, be like, so I don't know if there's spirits stuck in the door, attached to the door, or if those veins are connecting it to the house, but there's a lot going on connected to that door, and it is not happy that we're here. And guys,
We're not happy that we're here.
I was about
we
to say
doing
that.
it?
whatever's like, I don't know, the whatever awareness is connected to that door knows that we're here, and it does not seem happy that we're here. So
I'm
I
not
could
happy
try.
that they're here.
I
None
mean,
of us are happy.
that's true. So I don't know. Do we want to try just unlocking the door like we have, or think we should
What are
shoot it down?
what are the chances that the hallway stays as narrow as this, if not gets narrower on the other side of that door?
I mean, I suppose it's possible,
Because if
but I
that's the
wonder.
case, then you could throw the door open and I could electrocute everything on the other side.
True, but I'm wondering if the door is connected to what else is in the house.
I have a question about the door. Is it like connected to a wall, or does it look like the door takes up the entire bulk of the hallway?
It looks like it takes up the entire bulk of the hallway, from corner to corner.
Okay. So I don't think this door is meant to be here.
Or maybe it's kind of keeping out whatever doesn't want us on the other side.
Sounds like the best reason to go through then.
Well, so Val, you sensed mind magic on it. So Price, I wonder if you tried dispel magic, if it would dispel the door.
Worth a shot?
Think it could be a curse?
Maybe.
Maybe you're a curse.
Well,
Why is everything cursed with you guys?
we
Oh.
touched
We-
it though.
Yeah. Well, but the curse may not
It
be
was
a trap.
cursed and
The curse could be holding all these spirits or awarenesses together. Either
Do we
way,
know
it's
how that
definitely not
works?
happy with us. So I think, but I couldn't tell why.
I mean,
But-
we've
Well,
been
I'm
stomping
not
through
really
their
sure
house.
we found
wrecking
anything in
things.
here that's been happy.
True. Well, Price, you're up. And I'm just gonna turn, kind of lean against the wall, and like put my arm out, like Vanna White style, a little bit. Be like, "Your turn." And if all else fails, I can try unlocking it with my tools.
Um, let's see. So you sensed the mind magic on the door? That
Yes, that's what Val had said. It's like a mind magic
Yeah.
school, like psionic.
okay? So then creature, object. And that was the only thing that it was just that one school of magic, I guess?
It was all that I detected.
Okay, because I guess dispel magic is kind of specific. So I will attempt to um, dispel the door.
Oh, wait, can I use my action to you're actually see a faint aura around the what is magic?
To like share that visual with us.
So I can narrow down what exactly is the magical item that has that property.
That'd be helpful. Cubed, how could he do that? Like, how would he be able to make that happen?
You can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic. So you'd only really be picking up the aura coming off of the area of the door.
And that's all that or I would see would be around the door.
Damn it,
Yeah,
And then you
fucking
uh,
bugs.
pass that along.
Ugh.
Okay.
attempt to dispel the door.
All right, so it's 4th level or higher. So roll me a caster level check.
Um, what?
So
Just a D20 with my
D20 and all your caster stuff. So it would be a D20 plus whatever modifier you use for casting, and I believe proficiency.
D. It is ability and proficiency. I'll just do that. Yeah.
All right, so on a 23, you were very confident you have removed something from the door.
Are those veins still showing up on the corners?
They've retracted.
Hey, Vald, what does it look like now?
I will recast.
Oh, it lasts 10 minutes, so
Oh, okay.
I was saying that for the narrative context of him probably seeing the change.
so with your detection, you would see the magic, the mind magic around the door fade away just in an instant. However, you do see something going on around Max.
Well, that looks like it handled the door, but there might be something else.
I'll be pointing. I'll be like, well, looks like those veins have retracted from the door. So it might actually be safe to go through now. But then I'll look at Val when he says something else. And do we see you looking at Max?
Probably.
I'm going to follow your eye line. Be like, is something wrong with Max?
He touched the door, right?
Yeah, but so did I. Although he touched the door first. And I'll put my hand on my mouth and dramatically be like, oh, Max, you caught magic mind door cooties. You feeling okay? Any voices in your head? Anything we should know about? Anybody singing to you in your head?
You don't need to grill him.
Well, I'm concerned.
Well, last time he ended up taking us on a like running journey through the upper level. So
Yeah. Gotta make sure he's okay.
I think he said BRB.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair.
He went burb. But as far as the auras, so you would be detecting there it is. So you would be detecting enchantment, transmutation, and a hint of necromancy.
ooh, necromancy.
Necromancy. Max, are you secretly
and-
undead?
Enchantment and I forgot the other one. I was interested in the necromancy. But yeah.
And I'll be about to say something, and then I'll be like, hang on. I'm gonna kind of lean over and kind of whisper into Max's ear about like, is this intentional on your part, or did you know you had this stuff around you?
I don't think he's back yet.
Okay, probably not. Just talking into the ether. Well, Max, when you're back, that's what I'm gonna do.
Ether. Yeah.
So what's everybody else doing? What's Monty and Kaito doing?
Man, this floor,
Is it still flooring?
it's very floory.
Nice.
How are you finding the floor? Do you like the floor? Are you enjoying it? Does it feel good on your hooves?
Any flat surface is fine on my hooves.
Do you feel things with your hooves at all?
Well, yeah, I have nerves and stuff down there.
No, I meant, oh, okay, well. Then
Do they
did it
have
hurt to get
feelings?
chewed?
I could not understand two voices at once. What?
Did it hurt to get chewed?
No, it's a different type of the hooves themselves don't feel anything, but the tendons and muscles and stuff behind them do.
Oh.
Which is why it's nicer to walk on flat surfaces versus rocks and stuff can push up against those nerves in there.
I see.
Would they be like our nails?
Sort of. They're keratin, I think. If your nails are also keratin, then probably.
I can see.
I don't know. My nails are nails.
You have nails for nails?
Yeah.
What are your nails?
I mean, well, our nails are at the end of our extremities, and your hooves are at the end of yours, so they're probably something similar, right?
I mean,
So you're
I'm
walking on your
thinking of,
toenails.
Well, they're probably a lot stronger than a toenail. I don't know what toenails are. I don't have those.
I'm not going to take off my shoe and show you, sorry.
Thanks, I think.
Well, so my clothes are essentially just an extension of my changeling ability. So I'm just gonna like make the toe of my boot disappear and be like, so these are toes and toenails. See?
Wait a
You got
minute.
grippers on your feet.
What? Yeah, we have grippers on our feet.
I'll be like, you guys, I can like change, right? I'll be like, well, at least Kaito, you knew this. I'll be like, Monty, you fair enough,
actually,
you didn't know
Other
this.
than I've seen your arms get longer, I have not seen anything change.
I had no clue. Wait, does this mean your clothes are part of your body? Are you naked right now?
I
Wait,
mean,
Pulling out
right now?
toes.
I'm as naked as Kaito's lower half, but you
Hey.
know, I can look however I want.
Hey,
What?
I have fur, thank you.
Yeah, and I have this, so it's the same.
It's
Okay.
I mean,
not-
I could appear to be human naked if that would make you feel more comfortable.
That would
But,
not make me feel more
yeah,
comfortable.
see,
Thank you.
that seemed to be in line with what I had learned before. People seem really uncomfortable by me looking like them underneath, so I just look like them with other stuff on.
I would
And
just
I like the look of these.
I would just assume that you would purchase clothes to wear.
Don't you have armor
Yeah.
on?
Wait, what?
Oh, I do have armor on. But I probably I don't know how that would work. But I just assume that I can look like how I want beyond that. You know, it's like I mean with clothes, you know, then you have to like, you know, wash them and change and you know, things tear and you know, this is
And
just
then
so
you
much more
repair them.
convenient. Yeah.
That's why you have more than one outfit.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, this is great. I can more easily fade into the shadows if I want to and it's just so much more convenient this way. And you
We
know, if I want, you know, like what if we go to the beach and I, you know, want to change and I didn't bring a bathing suit? I don't have to worry about it because I can just look like this.
How did we get on this topic?
I mean, clothes do kind of suck. I had to change my wardrobe when I had my growth.
And I'm
Well,
gonna have
you went
both my
from
hands
a
out
tiny guy
looking at him.
to what you are now. That's
Ye-
what's to be expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you see, that's my point. Like I don't have to worry about that. You know, and that way too, if I want to make my arms long, I don't have to worry about tearing my clothing because my
Youth is
clothing is part
back.
of
Okay,
Oh.
fair.
We can go back to what we were trying to do.
We can stop talking about clothing. Okay.
And grippers.
Grippers.
Well, yeah, I was trying to be helpful because Kaito didn't know what toenails were. And I figured I'm like, I can show toenails. These are basically what they are. Hey, at least I didn't make my toenails grow out of my boots because that I think would freak people out more. I'm trying to be more conscientious of that, okay?
I think I
These are-
noticed Max blink. You can ask him your questions now.
Oh, hey Max. I'm gonna lean over and whisper this so that only Max can hear. But you guys can out OOC, you guys can hear it. But I want to ask you, like, hey Max, so it looks like you have some magic kind of clinging to you. Was that intentional or did you realize that you have some stuff going on? I remember what we talked about.
In response, Max burps
I'll
and
be like,
holds his
oh no,
stomach.
not that again.
And he says, yeah, I'm super magical. And then he puts one hand against the wall and kind of doubles over a little bit.
Is he all right?
I
no.
don't think that's normal.
And like he does like this gagging noise, and I won't replicate it or imitate it.
Thank you.
And
you. Thank
and then
you.
like sticks out his tongue and just like I don't know.
It's like when sometimes when you start your day and you forget to eat anything, and then your stomach just eats itself.
But
It's
you
kinda
already
like
ate
that, but
jerky.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
I
hungry?
I had first breakfast, but we haven't had second.
Well, here, if you're hungry, I'll grab some more of my slowly depleting collection of beef jerky and hand it to him.
I need something salty.
Beef
That
jerky,
jerky
salty?
is salty.
He's junky salty.
You have salt you could add to the beef jerky?
I can give you more beef jerky and you can, I guess, just lick the salt off one and then eat the other. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So I'll give him a little extra beef jerky. Be like, you do what you gotta do there, friend.
they're just almost corn on the cob it, but we're not gonna we're just gonna get the salt only and slurp the tongue all the way down one stick and then just toss it over his shoulder and then eat the second one.
Oh my god.
So with a roll of 16, can I like observe like is Max like not okay?
He is definitely not okay. The effects of what you were attempting seem to not have really done anything.
Does he need more salt?
I don't know, Max. Well, has this happened before? When did you start feeling this way?
What have morning sickness?
What?
This morning.
Oh, well, that
Uh,
I mean, just so you know, that terminology is generally reserved for pregnancy, which, hey, no judging. But yeah, well, but it's not. It's since before you touch the door, so it may not have anything to do with that door.
I'm like 90% sure I'm not pregnant.
Only
Well, that's
90?
helpful.
Well, what's the 10% then?
I mean, guys,
That
this sounds kind of
I
private.
could be. I don't know. I just feel like I'm sick in my stomach. You've never been sick before?
Well, how long have you been sick to your stomach? Because you just army crawled past all of us to get to this door.
That's probably what it was. Is probably the shenanigans, and you've only yourself to blame for being so big.
Excuse?
I'll be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, to be fair, we made room for you and you decided to army crawl. So that's not Kaito's fault. But I'm going to put my hand on his forehead.
For once I'm not getting blamed.
I mean, you could be allergic to Price in his animal form. Maybe he did it.
What?
Really?
I'm just going to grin at Price.
I don't blame Bryce.
So you put your hand on Max's forehead. He is
But hold on.
burning up.
He
Oh,
wasn't feeling good. And he's the first one to touch the door, but we did a dispel magic on the door, so what the heck is wrong with him still?
well, feels like you might have a fever.
Is he
Kaito, would you?
cursed?
Maybe.
Kind of
Can
what
you
I
use
was.
dispel magic on him? Is that okay with you, Max? Maybe it's a magical sickness? You got a lot of layers of stuff going on with you.
It might be.
Do you mind if we cast
Lightning?
something on you?
Lightning bolt might work better.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt?
I mean,
Gonna fry
he's
him?
already running a fever. We don't want to fry him.
Poor Price. They only
Yeah.
keep you around
Yeah.
for detect magic and dispel magic. Wow.
That's not true. They
and
replaced
block
this detect
shenanigans.
magic with Vault.
Yeah, exactly. They don't even
I know.
detect magic anymore.
Emily needed to smack things. I understand your pain. Don't worry.
I
I think it's
mean,
possible that there was some kind of magical germs or disease on the floor, and I was crawling around on it. And now I'm sick.
I mean, but
I
you said
mean-
it was this morning, I thought, that you
It's
started
still
feeling
morning. We just woke up like 15 minutes ago.
He's got a
sick.
point.
Fair. Yes. So you didn't start feeling sick until after you had been on the floor just now. Is that what you're
Yep.
saying?
Uh, Yeah, my best recollection. I could have been sick before and not paid attention to it. I usually ignore whatever my body's doing.
That's not a good habit to be in.
Well,
Pretty
that's
sure
called
you've
being a
been
man.
dealing with shit the whole time we've been in here.
We
I
pee
wonder.
standing up and we ignore our aches and ailments.
That's
Well,
not how that
Right,
works.
fellas?
Yep.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
sound healthy.
And then I hawk a loogie and just spit.
Very manly.
So wait, if you were, wait, hold on. You said you're only 90% sure. Men don't get pregnant, do they? Here,
I
Fucking
mean,
seahorses do. Anyway, we need to figure out.
But
this
you're not a
conundrum about the
seahorse.
door.
I'll just turn to Val and ask, be like, could you cast dispel magic on Max?
I cannot dispel magic. I can.
Oh wait,
remove curse.
sorry. So it's only sorry, you only have detect magic. That's my mistake.
If
Sorry.
we determine it's a curse, I can help. But
Oh, well, I don't know. Max, do you think you're cursed?
I don't know. Scan me.
Well, here, you want to just try casting it on him, Val?
I mean, skin
Mm.
you.
I don't.
As soon as Max says scan me, Price is gonna walk over and he's gonna hold his hands up and he's just
What do you want?
slowly
Uppies or something?
It's like, no, hold on. Just don't mind me. Working my magic. Should I do a medicine check?
You can. What are you trying to ascertain?
How what is ailing Max? I guess it's magical. We know it's magical, so Arcana?
Yep, Arcana would be applicable for different bits of information.
Oh no. Praise don't know shit.
has got his hands up. Bend down. I can't reach your fucking face.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get closer to the thing that made me sick, the floor.
I mean, technically, you're already touching the floor, so. And
With
we're all
his
touching the
feet.
floor, and we're fine.
All right, lick it, and if you don't get sick, we'll rule it out.
I'm
Why would
gonna
you lick
grow
the
a
floor?
tongue from my boot and
Oh, God.
lick the floor. Be like, I'm fine. Don't know what you're complaining about.
DM,
Oh.
are they fine?
Am I
Yeah.
fine? Okay.
I never want to see that again. Never.
Yeah,
You
just
know you like the
picture a
floor.
foot with a tongue licking the floor.
Oh my god.
That's not okay. Kalia, that's not okay.
I mean, it's perfectly natural, you guys.
You know,
That is not
Not my
perfectly
fault.
natural,
you
Kalia.
know, we're worried about Max, and I actually
Right.
think you got tongue foot.
I'll be like,
There's-
it's all right. Don't worry. I already put it back away.
Oh my
I'll be like, it just was temporary.
All right, do we have any
Keep
idea
it
what's wrong with
away.
her?
So I can't determine what it is. So
Can I like try
Can you
doing like
smite
a
him?
medicine check? Would smite him.
I'm just trying to think of all of the different ways that we could solve this problem.
Can I do a medicine check? I'm gonna be like checking like other signs of sickness, like swollen like neck thing that they check for. Like I'm forgetting what the exact thing is
Check
called.
his lymph nodes. Yeah, that's
Yeah, his lymph nodes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check his lymph nodes and I'll like. Does anyone have a stick? I'm gonna check for sore throat.
I got a stick here. Glorb gave me this.
Oh god. Punketing.
I
not
meant like a
kidding.
popsicle stick.
Oh, you
Yeah,
don't want to use this?
No, I'm gonna stick it in his mouth.
Oh, don't do that. Never mind.
But can I make a medicine check to see if it's like a natural sickness?
Yeah, you can check. So you check the lymph nodes. You maybe have him open his mouth, knowing that he burps out entire areas worth
I'm
of.
definitely not shoving my face into his face. I'm definitely like holding him at a distance when I check the inside of his mouth.
His ailment is not natural.
Not natural. Okay, second question. With the 17, would I think it would be able to be cured with lay on hands?
The 17, definitely not.
What all are you checking?
I'm checking like neck, head area, inside mouth, looking for like tonsillitis.
Okay.
Maybe.
Tonsillitis.
I don't know what he fucking has. I'm just checking everything. But definitely like the head, neck area. If I had like a stethoscope or like some other kind of better listening apparatus, I'd listen to his breathing too. But I didn't.
I wonder if Kalia could make something like that with her ear.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
no. Don't
maybe.
no more weird flexing body parts, please. That's enough
I
for
mean,
today.
honestly, that's kind of racist. It's not my fault you guys can't do anything but stay looking how you look.
Now, hold on now.
I'll
I've
just mumble to
turned
myself,
into
be
a
like,
crocodile. I've turned into a bear.
right? Well, but you're also not being racist.
I've been a horse. You want me to be a horse again?
No.
No.
I mean, maybe later. That was super
All right.
cool.
Ooh, I got one.
What do you got?
Koala bear.
Why?
Oh, that'd be adorable.
Because they're not a bear.
I
It's
could
true.
turn into a gerbil
That'd be adorable.
or like a giant hamster.
You turn into a chinchilla.
What's a chinchilla?
It's a big, fluffy kind of rodent.
We're
Takes a
off
lot
track
of dust
topic
off.
again.
We are.
Chupacabra.
Let
There
me,
we go.
Let me
Can
work
you
on it.
turn into an echidna?
Um,
Isn't that what
All right, so Max doesn't feel good. We don't know why. What are we gonna do?
Yeah,
Are we gonna
I have
So,
no clue what's
standing
going on
here?
here.
Are we moving
Price,
forward?
can you cast Dispel Magic again on
Yeah.
Max?
yeah, but what are we trying to get rid of?
So Max, between let's see, Vald, what did you say? It was transmogrification, or there was necromancy and illusion.
Illusion and
Enchantment,
necromancy.
necromancy, and transmutation.
Okay, so out of those 4, Max, are any of those intentional?
Max has left the building again.
That'd be embarrassing if it was.
Sorry, well, I'm helping
just
somebody.
got rid
What
of the
what was
room.
the question?
Yeah, all right. Oh, so of the 4 schools of magic on you, enchantment, illusion, necromancy, and transmutation.
No illusion.
Oh, sorry, no illusion. You said okay, so then that was sorry, enchantment, necromancy, transmutation.
Correct.
Okay, so of those, were any of those intentional?
What? No.
You don't have anything cast on yourself? I'm gonna look at it and be like, "You sure? You don't mind if we dispel all of it?"
Yeah, the only thing I would cast on myself is maybe something to make me not throw up. I guess I could do that. Do you need me to?
I mean, if you feel like you're gonna throw up, then yeah, you could probably do that. But first, I guess I'll turn to Price and be like, let's start with dispelling necromancy.
Right, it's limited, like I said.
Well,
But
yeah.
I think
So let's focus on
necromancy's
removing the necromancy first, maybe,
Not
or
the
enchantment. What do you think? You guys are probably more of the experts than I am. What do you
You
think?
remove them all?
I think he has to pick which one it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dispel only gets rid of one thing at a time.
So
I don't have
maybe.
enough to do.
Hmm.
Oh, see, I don't have enough to do all of them.
Mhm.
And I can only pick one at a time. So yeah.
So maybe maybe start with enchantment and then necromancy. If the enchantment doesn't fit, fix it.
What do we think? We want to
Have we ruled out a curse?
I kind of don't like the
How do we roll
necromantic
out a
thing.
curse?
I can remove a curse, but I only get limited usage. And
Well, how do we rule out a curse?
I'm definitely cursed. I can feel it in my bones. Get rid of it.
Bryce is gonna hit him with the stick of glory.
He hits me with a stick.
No, I'm kidding. You said you wanted to
All
remove the
curses.
curse.
Oh,
No.
I don't think anybody's
I don't
really
know.
done Arcana to determine if it's cursed or not.
Well, I did, but
Oh, well,
I
they
got
said that
6.
OOC, they said that Bald only has so many uses of remove curse, but Max is the selfish character. So they were like, yep, I'm cursed. Use it on me. And if it's wasted, who cares? What matters is that, he gets the treatment he needs and or extra.
I will first check for a curse.
A 20. And how are you investigating this? Kind of curious. How do you determine if somebody is cursed?
Dr. Bald's medicine check.
I will do like I'll put my forehead to his forehead
Oh,
and then grab his dome with mine, just to.
My forehead's completely covered in cold sweat.
Mhm. I will get that sweat on my forehead.
you.
As a result.
all curses.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
And you cast remove curse.
Oh well, my
Oh yeah,
Arcana
you're
does it.
determining.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically,
And-
yes, you ascertain through this, through your own magics, your own arcane capabilities and knowledge. You definitely, yeah. This is curse. And with a
Okay.
20, I'd say you even pick up. There are multiple curses on Max right now.
And I will cast my remove curse on him. Yep, cursed. And instantly cast it. While I'm still touching him because I need to be touching
Object.
him.
I'll just curse a magic item that's cursed from me.
Yeah,
Spell
where you
break.
touching him?
Forehead.
On your head.
Forehead.
I kind of
Right here.
know.
He said that earlier.
I thought maybe we were holding hands while touching foreheads. I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
how the curse removal works.
I thought he said he grabbed
I was
your
holding
dome.
your
He
head.
grabbed your
with
head.
mine.
Well, actually, what he says, I grabbed your dome with mine. But I think he meant I grabbed your dome with my hands. But he just said mine instead. So I just assumed he took his hand in his hands.
There's a dispel magic. Perfect. At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object in. So Max, in that moment, that close encounter with Vold, the head to head or dome to dome, you suddenly feel the nausea, the dizziness, all of that stuff just disappear in a single breath.
Good as new. Right as rain.
In Vold, you can just kind of see like 3 different like auras. You know, those 3 schools of magic just fade away like you know, like paint being washed away in a river. It's just washed away.
Oh, yeah. It looks like all clear now.
Yeah, I'm feeling tons better now. Kaido, do me a favor.
What?
Kill that fucking door.
Kill the door?
The one that cursed me.
I mean, it should be safe to touch now. I mean, I didn't get cursed. Well, because I touched it and I didn't get cursed.
Hold on,
and
question.
'Cause-
the magic wasn't spelled.
He was
think
cursed
'cause
by
he
the
took all
door?
3 curses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cursed
So
by
my
the door.
follow-up question. Did the dispel magic remove its ability to curse others? Or
I mean,
do we have
I
to worry
had-
about Kalia being cursed?
he didn't see any magic on me. So I think the
No.
curses all went to him. So and I'll
Full
say
brunt.
but this looks like a pretty sturdy door. Let me take a crack at it before you try and kick it down because I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Yeah, this definitely isn't
case.
the ramification of failing a wisdom saving throw multiple episodes
Oh.
ago.
He
Hey,
got it.
DM. Yeah, right.
He remembers. I'm
you-
so proud of him.
I remembered.
Do you mind fixing my thieves tool? It now says unidentified thieves tools and it won't let me. All right, I don't know if this will still work fine. Will it? It never said unidentified before.
I have not touched that.
I thought you said you were in the edit.
Well, not for the thieves tool stuff.
Oh.
So basically,
maybe-
you just roll
Alright. It's just-
d20 plus.
It
You
still
can click
looks like
your,
it
your
still
wrench
has
at the top
thing.
left
Oh,
where it says edit, and then there should
Well,
be a drop down next to Thieves Tools, and then you click Dexterity.
it says use unidentified thieves tools. And then so I clicked that and I got 26. Not 20.
Are you proficient
It
with the
was. It looks like the formula in the unidentified thieves tools is d20 plus at mod and ability check bonus. Oh, plus one more thing that it won't. I can't see. Let me see if I can zoom over there. Oh, plus 3 plus at bonus. I don't know.
So I know 3 is from your dex. I think it's
3 from
trying to add your
proficiency?
proficiency, but you don't have the thieves tools proficiency yet because we said we're gonna have that be a narrative thing.
And I've not done anything to it, so I don't know what was going on with it. I tried to like view it earlier, and that was when I said, "Hey, can you take a look and fix that?" Because it was not looking right.
But either way, it's a nat 20.
Yeah.
So
Either
yeah,
way, I'm
you
baller.
pick the lock. It's something we can fix at a
Yeah.
not mid
We'll just
session.
ignore the modifiers for now.
Yeah, so basically it'd just be a d20 plus 3
Okay.
for now. Yeah, you managed. You hear tumblers. You feel it unlock.
Does it open from the like? Is the handle on the left side or the right side?
Both.
It's got two handles.
Yup.
Oh. So I'll turn to Monty and Kaito and ask, okay, which one of you wants to be on the side that this swings toward? Because it's got two handles and I don't know if it's going to just spin from the middle or if it's going to open. So which side do you guys want me to open it from? And then you can be prepared to look at whatever's on the other side.
The handles are on both sides of the door,
Apparently.
like left and
There's one on both sides.
Why don't we
That's-
just open both?
Well, because it's connected in the middle, right?
So
Okay, so you actually do get proficiency with these tools just by default,
Oh, okay.
because that's why it's adding it. Because I was looking at the rogue thing and it's under two. I'm looking at the list of the skill proficiencies and it's like, okay, you can choose 4 of these, but it specifically says tool proficiencies, these tools, so you just have that by default.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, go ahead.
So we're just trying to figure out like OOC. Um, does it appear that the door is like hinged in the middle, or like is there some apparent reason for there being two handles other than we don't necessarily want to just pull it? Although I guess if we pull it toward the hallway, maybe we can walk around it. I guess I don't know, but I was just going to pull one side. Now that
So
it's
you don't
unlocked.
see any hinges, because like I said, it was basically
Okay.
embedded in the wall from corner to corner.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so let's open the left side first.
Okay. All right. So here goes. I'm gonna stand kind of like in the middle, and I'll grab the left handle and start trying to pull it open, thinking maybe it's like gonna pivot in the middle, like a secret passageway. Does it open?
So you go to open the left door, and you can all hear the sounds and kind of feel a little bit of vibration as the door. You hear just like this loud, just chunk, and then what sounds like maybe gears are rotating, and then the door actually moving without your assistance, and it's
Oh.
just sliding into the wall like
Oh.
a futuristic like Star Trek door, but you know,
Like a pocket
obviously
door.
not futuristic Star Trek.
Well,
Mhm.
that's helpful. That's really slick.
Okay.
And as it slides open, you are immediately greeted with a waft of fresh graveyard air.
Oh,
Oh. Are we back outside?
maybe.
What do we see?
And you can all give me a quick perception as that happens.
Okay.
All right, Max will hear
On
it.
here.
I see an 11 and an 11, okay. And then that 1, okay. And then a 9, okay.
2 nat 20.
2 natty 20s.
Boom.
Think my
Excellent. I'm feeling very
And
confident.
Bald, were you having your eyes shut?
well, I think my
He's got sweat in his eyes from
concentration
Max.
from the detect magic might be too much for.
Are you saying you're worn out?
Yeah.
Did we burn you out? Sorry, bud. You can take another nap once we're done.
So
Okay, good.
we'll start with Max, just going down the list here. So with a 21, a natural 21, Max, you could swear that you hear the sounds of that little girl that you heard before. It starts out as laughter. Like, then it dies down to like a giggle and then like a chortle. And then it becomes crying. And then it fades away as the door slides completely into the wall. Kalia, you hear something different. So you would hear with your 28 perception, you hear yourself almost like you're echoing, like you hear your own voice just echoing through the halls. But nobody else seems to be able to hear this. And if you say anything, it's like it's echoed. But there's a delay. It's not like a natural echo. It's this weird, if you're in a canyon, you echo, you expect to hear it back right after. But no, there's kind of like a split, a little bit of time passes and then a response. If you say anything.
Kind of like the delay that Kaido was seeing with the shadows.
Correct.
OC? Okay. Well, I'll definitely be like, hello. And you guys will hear me like kind of like listen. Like, oh, that's so cool. That's so weird. What do I see through the door?
The outside.
But
It's
the
the doorway
outside is
out.
echoing?
The echo
Or
is
the
in this
echoes
hall, in this hallway
in-
around you.
Oh. That's strange. And it's strange that there was no magic showing up in like the hallway itself. I'll be like, hey guys, like, can you say something real quick? Just
Something.
Something.
yeah.
Something.
Do I hear an echo from any of them?
Nope.
Huh, that is so weird.
You're weird. Why are you
I
asking us
mean-
to say something?
I'd like to look up
Well-
at the ceiling.
Yeah, I'll be like, can't you hear that echo? But you're not
No.
echoing. I'm echoing, but you aren't echoing.
But you look up
Did you
at
hit
the
your head?
ceiling
Mhm.
and you see, I believe it was 6 dolls you would collect? 7.
Mhm.
You see 7 dolls in the ceiling looking down, arms outstretched, just kind of almost like they're laying on the floor, but they're on the ceiling. And as the laughter, and as it goes from excited laughter to crying, they all melt away. They all just melt into the ceiling as if becoming one with the construction. And fade away, as do the voices.
All right, dead girls. Well, you had your chance to come with me. I'm leaving. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
So
Sorry,
we can
dead
see
girls.
outside right now, right?
Yep. You can see the
What-
tombstones outside.
What time is it? Daylight, nighttime?
It is currently morning time. So it's very foggy, but it's kind of hard to tell, honestly, because it's just the ambient fog is just so thick, but just based on
Mm.
temperature, you can probably ascertain it's probably morning. Still kind of dark.
Okay.
I'll just give them that one. I don't have to do a check for that.
Sorry to interrupt. I was just curious what time it was.
That is value environmental information. Glad you asked.
Time to get a sundial watch.
Well, do we want to go ahead and call it a day, guys? Or do you want to see what other horrors exist down here?
What do you mean down here?
Well, we didn't open all the doors.
We didn't
Do you
find
guys-
the treasure either.
No.
We
Well,
didn't
now that
say
we,
if there was anyone behind all this happening.
yeah. Well, now that we know that there's a door here and it's not cursed, we should probably go up and rescue those horses, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That and we have a prisoner.
He's
do?
outside though.
Actually, you know what? With your 21 and 28 perception, you can hear footsteps outside, but just based on your current, like, where you are in the house, you know, limited vision. Can't really see through walls.
Does it sound like 2 pairs of footsteps?
Yep.
You know, if this really is outside, then it sounds like I wonder if that's the gravedigger we hear out there.
I'm gonna walk outside.
Gravekeeper?
You walk outside and you see the gravekeeper. Just, it looks like he's placing a tombstone, or at least adjusting it. And Mr. Bandit is still, like, not even a foot away from him, just watching him. Like, his hands are in his pockets, and he's just like, face just right on this guy.
He took his assignment so seriously. And we still see Max, okay? Like, this isn't like a spatial trick or anything.
Nope. He's there. He's moving as you would expect.
They're like, hey, Max, where does it look like we came out of the house from your view over there?
I'm just gonna nod and then put my fingers in my mouth and whistle and say, "Come here, Dante. Where'd you go?"
Well, no response from that one. Just gotta get the other scene. Because they were about there. So they step out here. Getting tokens on the board because they're going this way in this route. Kaito.
I'm gonna holler at Max and be like, hey, Max, what do you want to do with the other horses that are
Nice.
upstairs?
Oh,
Just double it and give it to the next guy.
What does that even mean?
Kalia.
We
You
don't
just wanna
have
leave
more
him here?
horses to double anything.
I just nod.
I'll be like, well, Max does have more pockets. I guess there's always a chance. Man, that was a long walk, but I'm glad we made it back to this room.
Uh, Well, if people are going back, they'd kind of go back through there and then.
The tracks.
We have to go get the horses.
Yeah, I agree.
I was not gonna go get those horses. They're dead to me.
Well, that's awful of you. While we're walking through here, I'm gonna check on the tentacle kitten in my bag, just make sure it's doing okay and healing up.
How long's it been in the bag? This is a bag of
However
holding,
lo-
right?
No, mine's just
No.
a satchel.
Normal, okay. It's
Yeah.
in there.
Is it eating the beef jerky that's in my bag?
Nope.
Hmm.
Ping this.
If I wanted to get a sense of what it might be hungry for, would it be nature or arcana? Or survival?
Probably nature.
Just
Based
kind of
on
idly
your-
curious if I could kind of like intuit.
You've never come across something like this, and its physiology is very confusing. And as such, you are unable to ascertain what something like this would eat.
I'm just going to look at it and tell it, be like, well, if you see something you're hungry for, will you let me know? And I'll make a mental note to check with the monastery and see if they know what it might eat.
Dreamweaver. But yeah, you're back outside. You see old Kryn
Is it daytime?
I mean, it's cold like it's morning, but very, very foggy.
Because I can't see. Is it super thick? Like without a light source, it'll be. I mean, I can see a light source right here.
Damn it! It didn't transfer the light source. Son of a bitch. Hold on, I got an idea.
So it looks to be bright in that spot for. Whoop.
I'll try this. I'm gonna take these tokens. And we'll move them down there. That should work. Whee! Through all the rooms we've already done. There, that should work.
Oh, nice.
That worked.
I don't know why it doesn't keep default. The light source I give you guys default to the token. Meh.
Because you didn't update the token after you changed the light source. Like you have to bind it to the character sheet, but then that means it's always going to pull out one until you redo it again.
The pain I'll just have to endure.
Mm-hmm.
We brought the horses
Or-
with us.
Or until you run out of torches. So you went back up to get the horses?
We are splitting the party. I'm not going back up. I've had a taste of freedom, and I'm going to stay outside with whoever's out here.
I will go back up.
I'll go
fine.
back.
It's because it's not haunted. So
2, 3.
Right.
Are there any horses pulled in here? I
Did
think it
we
was just
have?
those 3 horses.
I thought we
then
had 4
Nightmare.
horses.
Yeah, I thought there were 4
Oh.
horses upstairs.
No, there were 3 in price.
Oh,
Oh.
the price was the
And then my
fourth.
fourth one is a nightmare.
Who's not coming back
Who
upon
are
command.
you in NOFT? Yeah. They run off.
You abandoned her. So she's gone
She
off to
tried
find
to
her
lock
destiny
me in
without you.
here. She just opened the door.
Hey, they had a tool for the thing. Max would have had like 3 curse he had to deal with. Remove curse. Hey, if you got the tool, good on you. So yeah, you're back outside. It's pretty cold, like morning time cold. Probably a little bit more so just because of, the thick fog. Max probably would have been the first one outside and just was like, nope, I'm not going back in. And I mean, eventually you guys could easily reconvene. But while you guys are, so is there anybody who's staying out with Max? While you guys go back in and collect horses.
I guess I will if no one else wants to.
I'm just checking.
Probably easier than casting flight on you again just to get you back up that ladder. Unless you want to go flying again.
No, it's fine.
All right. So while everybody's going back up to retrieve horses, you all discover that the front door, because you probably would have tried to backtrack your way back out, you would have determined that that door is unlocked just miraculously. But while you're doing that, because nothing really happens on your way back up, so what does Kaito and Max want to do while you watch Kryn the Gravekeeper, tending to the graves and the tombstones, and your bandit buddy less than a foot away, just practically his eyes are like on this dude?
Probably go ask him how long he's been keeping an eye on him, because I'd be curious about how much time we spent in there.
Hey, I've been keeping my eye on him as long as I can. And then I
For how
took a
long was
nap.
that?
But then, when I woke up, I went right back to it. Yar.
Any guess on how long that's been?
No idea.
Okay. Thanks for the good work.
He gives you a thumbs up while not even looking in your direction.
Okay.
I would like a follow-up question. So, we searched that whole haunted mansion from top to bottom, and there wasn't a single piece of treasure in it.
Well, that
No
seems
door
odd.
was left unopened. There was 0 treasure. There were 7 haunted dolls. No treasure.
Then that seems odd to me.
Yeah, it seems odd to me. Did you lure us here hoping we would die?
I mean, if I
Insight
were
check.
to do that, would it really matter?
What do you mean it wouldn't really matter?
I would like to insight check this guy, and I've given him benefit of the doubt. So if there wasn't any treasure to begin with, he will be murdered right here while everybody else is inside.
All right,
Everybody?
give me an insight.
He better hope I roll low or that he was telling the truth.
you rolled low, yeah. He believes that there was treasure in there.
Sorry, it's just been a real stressful 2 days, and yet you're still walking outside in the cemetery as if you never went to bed or anything, and it's only been a couple hours, but it's actually been days.
Oh, he said he took a nap.
A nap? A nap's not what you take. You take a full-on night-night.
I know.
That's what he
And
said.
for the first time, he'll look at you, and you see just his eyes are just bloodshot red. You'd be able to ascertain he's probably suffered a level of exhaustion.
Okay. Doesn't that mean if he suffered exhaustion, then any checks that he make are going to be with disadvantage?
Yep.
Is that saving throws too, or just checks?
For the first level, I believe it is checks.
I'm gonna look at Kaido.
What do you think about this situation, Kaido?
A part of it in particular don't need to give you my opinion on.
Well, see, I was thinking, and I'm gonna point to the pirate, the bandit guy, right? And say, don't you think the time is right for us to find? And then I'm gonna just like discreetly pull out my loot.
All things we thought weren't proper could be right in time, and can't you see?
And I'm just gonna start like as if this is a musical, and we've just burst into song, strumming on the lute, just like a normal person would, right? Which way we should go together or alone? And I'm gonna cast Charm Person on this guy because I wasn't satisfied, and with the bloodshot eyes, why is he not sleeping? And we'll just do this at level 1. Wisdom saving throw.
Well, I can never see what's right or what is wrong. Somebody, what you want to do?
Be 13,
I
so he would fail.
think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do.
And then Kaido's probably seen this. 'Cause for sure, the Gravekeeper, I enchanted him before too. So, humble baker, just singing a song, and then people magically becoming his best friends. 12 is not enough. You need a 15.
Yep.
So, you were saying that there's definitely 100% treasure in there, and that you went to sleep.
Well, I said I took a nap.
Oh, a nap. Okay.
That's what I said he said.
What about the treasure?
As far as I know, there was treasure in there. I
What about
don't
this
know if you
Gravekeeper?
found any. Hey, Cass, thank you for the raid,
How's
buddy.
the Gravekeeper been treating you?
Sorry, I had to get a shout out. Yeah, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. Have a great D&D sesh. Have a good evening. And Spicy, thank you for the sub, Aruni. Appreciate you. Max came back. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Sorry, say again.
Gravekeeper, how's he been treating you?
Hey, he's really boring.
Anything weird happen out here?
Let's see if he can recall. No, I've been keeping me eye on this fella. And all he does is he walks around and messes with tombstones.
Yeah, well, it's interesting that we stole his cloak, and then as soon as we went inside, it mysteriously vanished again.
He just kind of shrugs, kind of like not, like, okay.
What do you think? Should we kill him?
Kill what? Who? What?
Either one of them.
Why?
Well, they're bad guys. I mean,
Do we know they're bad guys?
100%. I can feel it in my bones. I'm never wrong about this thing.
You're never wrong about anything.
Pretty much.
Oh wow, look at that.
Right.
That's why I trust myself
gonna go
above all
ahead and-
others.
Ban the
Mhm.
fuck out of that.
I don't think we have a reason to kill them.
What are you talking about? We found them killing people.
We found a man following orders
To
trying
kill people. Mhm.
Stupid to
Rob people on the side of the road. And we murdered all the other ones.
yeah.
You don't see this as like a loose thread that needs to be just clipped?
No, because he's been helping us since.
Has he been helping us? What
I mean,
did he
he
do that
did-
was helpful?
I mean, he did keep an eye on the guy like you asked him to. He did do that. And he really hasn't done anything to hinder anything of what we've been trying since then.
So when we let you go, what are your plans?
Well, I guess what I can do. Me crew is all dead. Maybe I can take up the life as a humble baker. And he looks at you and winks.
All right, fine. He could be spared. He can go live his life as a humble baker.
You know, he could probably find work at the town. Or
That's a good
rebuilding it.
idea. We should bring him into the town. Put him to work. What about the crazy grandpa who takes care of the graves? Can we at least kill him?
Why do you want to kill him?
Because clearly he's in cahoots with this whole haunted mansion that we just got out of.
Is it cahoots or controlled by?
That's a good point. I'm going to pick up a rock and throw it at the gravekeeper. Can I see him?
Oh yeah, you see him. He's still roaming.
Is there a way I can do this where I can both hit him and then act nonchalant like it wasn't me? I just want to see if this rock like phases through him or something.
Well, give me an attack roll and then give me a deception. I believe
Deception
that's
or
gonna be.
performance. I like deception better. I got plus 10 in deception. Yeah, I'll just do a straight dexterity. Fuck. I'd like to use my inspiration that I was granted earlier today. Is it 15?
Yep, a 15 would hit this ragged old man in rags, just tending to the graves.
All right, and then deception to act like it wasn't me. 21.
So he gets hit with this rock, and it definitely hits him. So he's definitely, not incorporeal or an illusion or invisible.
Does he have like a proper person reaction to getting hit with the rock?
He does not. So he gets hit with the rock, and he just tilts his head to the side a little bit, kind of looks around, sniffs the air. Yeah.
Yeah, Kaido would have been able to follow that I just grabbed a rock and threw. He would have seen with his eyes where it was going. So I'm gonna like smack him on the arm and point towards the Gravekeeper.
You think that's not weird?
He seemed like he felt no pain whatsoever.
All right, since Kaido's giving me the silent treatment, I'm gonna talk to the
Oh,
bandit.
did you say
again.
something? Sorry.
Yeah, I threw a rock at an old man and he didn't even act like it hit him. And so I was patting you on the arm and pointing for you to like eyeball it just to see what I'm seeing, the weirdness of it.
Well, yeah, the whole situation.
That's not Kaido's voice.
Sorry, I was yawning.
Sounds like somebody falling asleep.
This whole situation is weird. Why does this surprise you?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just weirdness,
And I'm gonna walk back to the door, I guess, hands in my pockets, waiting on them to come out with the horses. And secretly, I'd like to cast message on the bandit and just say,
All right, this is where we're gonna part. If you want your freedom and you want me to convince them all to let you do whatever you want, go kill that old Gravekeeper.
Damn.
He looks at you and nods. Oh wait, but you took all of his stuff, so he has nothing to. He
That's
looks
not going
around.
to get creative. Oh god. Why, Max? Why?
this is telepathically.
Oh, I know. This is just me, OOC. Like, why, Max? Why are you such a murder hobo?
Yeah, what's gonna happen is the bandit's gonna be the one that dies. You watch.
Damn.
So how
Let
are
me
you
check
trying to
my-
be creative with this?
Uh-oh.
I have a bunch of scimitars and daggers and like an extra rapier and all of my bag of holding, but if I pull anything out, it's gonna be suspicious. So I'll just continue and just be like,
Just club him with something, smash his head in with a rock. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because you did this before, so he knows it's you. He nonchalantly looks to you, does like the finger guns, like does like the wink, thumbs up, and then goes over and picks up the heaviest tombstone he can carry.
and since this was telepathic, I would like to try to distract Kaido
And be like, what's taking him so long with these horses?
There are horses and there's a ladder.
Should we open the door and shout their name out as loud as we can?
Why would we do that?
I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna do the Goonies, hey you guys.
Hey, you guys. So, yeah, you stick your head in, start yelling for the crew. Give me a perception check while you're. So what's Kaido doing? Is he also like sticking his head in the door?
He's not going to be sticking his head in that door. He doesn't need to shout like an idiot, too.
He's just watching Max just open the door and start shouting into. I'm not going inside again. I'm definitely saying outside. I just want to shout.
I mean, I don't think he would really be watching you in particular. I don't know what he'd be watching, though.
Oh, that's an easy. That one's easy. Against the wind. So as you stick your head, or just sort of move your head towards the door and yell, you start hearing the clip clop and sizzling sounds. Did more of my images break again? Son of a biscuit.
Oh,
Well, well, look who it is. Mr. Gets summoned and immediately run away.
I mean, you did leave it outside.
He's a wild spirit. Look at him. He's born to be free. I'm not gonna bring him into captivity.
Then why are you complaining that he took off?
Because he didn't say goodbye.
I'm super irritated
Horses
because it
generally
comes up
don't
too much.
say goodbye.
Yeah.
unless
Well,
can
I
speak
guess
to
you would
them.
know.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
No offense, but your mother's a horse, so I just figured you'd have insight there.
My mother is a centaur.
Centaur horse, tomato potato.
Hmm.
You got any tips on how to train this guy up? How to get Dante to work with us instead of against us?
You're so smart and know everything. You figure it out.
All right, I figure it's gonna be treat based. You have any horse treats?
Do I look like I carry horse treats?
Do you want me to answer that?
No, I do not.
You ever seen one of these before? You want to pet
Horse
him?
on fire?
Yeah,
You typically don't pet things that are on fire.
chicken.
And you do it.
I pet the horse, the nightmare.
It seems so uninterested that it just doesn't even seem like it notices you doing it.
Good boy, Dante. See?
Hopefully, this is enough of a distraction and the insults that Kaido may not be watching the Gravekeeper and the bandit too closely.
Oh, I ascertained as much. Is Kaito focused on the horse now? His giant flaming horse.
He really
Max is
doesn't give
petting.
a shit. Max has thoroughly pissed him off. He's probably
Good.
avoiding it.
It's probably what?
He's probably looking anywhere but towards where Max and this horse is. But I don't know where he
Worth
can
a shot.
Worth a shot. So give me a perception.
Okay.
But I'd probably say with disadvantage because it's not necessarily you're looking directly at it, but now you're just trying to focus away from it to anything other than Max. Okay. Yeah, no, you're just kind of like, I hate this guy. I hate him. And then you probably like look at a tree, look at some of the gravestones. This guy is definitely a vastly different individual from, your old buddy back in town, Kit.
Now we're basically the same person,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-mm.
So yeah, eventually, the crew comes out with the other horses, and you all enter the scene of this flaming horse being pet by Max.
Kind of looks very pissed. I bet they're all muted.
That
Oh,
was
sorry.
uneventful.
Yeah. Sure do love leading horses around Spooky Mansion.
Honestly, they were surprisingly well behaved.
Yeah.
I guess probably nearly being caught in a room on fire, tired them out.
Or maybe they're just tired and hungry.
They could be. I'll lead one over to a nice patch of grass and let it graze.
Oh, the grass. There's really not much of a nice patch of grass here in graveyard location. Lots of tombstones, lots of dirt. And if the small bits of flora that is around is really just kind of dried up and kind of withered.
Hmm.
How about we just like leave?
I love that idea.
And then there's
I mean,
a whole complex behind this building.
Yeah, like didn't we want to check out that area behind
Uh,
here? See if it maybe has something to do with why magic's all wonky. That is kind of why we're here, after all.
Fair point.
Right, that's
We
why
should-
we are
should-
here entirely.
We should check it.
We were also heading to the temple.
But it was to ask about what might be causing the craziness. And since this area is so completely bathed in multiple types of magic, it seems like there could very well be something generating from here.
Do you remember when we kind of made a deal with that motherfucker over there? And we said that if he didn't lead us to treasure, that we were gonna kill him.
I mean, I guess to be literal,
We haven't looked the entire place over, so
I mean, you guys
that
did
and
get
he
some
did
stuff.
find a poop ring.
We went.
Didn't he give it
in-
to you, Price?
Yes, he did.
I feel like he's been very helpful and honest with us, and we should spare his life and let him start all over as a baker.
You
in the
just
town of
wanted to kill
What's-It-Hill.
him.
Yeah, and then you talked me out of it.
Where is he?
And then
anyway?
you wanted to kill the old man.
I never said anything about killing an old man. You're
Uh-huh.
putting words in my mouth.
So
Mhm.
we're happy with what he led us to.
I mean, not horribly, but I mean, we should try going in the front of the house because we only went in the back, remember? And there is treasure. We did see treasure in that room at the back of the house. So I feel like you guys were all fine with him not coming with us to where he found the treasure. So I feel like we were kind of left to find it on our own. And the fact that we didn't is kind of partly, at least on our shoulders. So I think we should probably look in the front of the house.
Is there a front of the house? I feel like we went through the whole house.
We went in through the back door and we never there was a door on the other side of that big room, but it disappeared. And we never found the room that had the portraits that supposedly had all the treasure.
Then what are we doing?
I have no idea.
Well, we were making sure to rescue the horses, so we can probably let them hang out here. And then Kaito, Kaito, you can talk to animals, right?
You can give me a few minutes. Why?
Well, I was gonna say maybe you could convince the horses to hang out here while we go check out that either the area in the back or go check out the front door. And we tried the front door the first time and it wouldn't open. I think I don't think the key worked, or
I
we
don't
were
think
warned
the horse
against
is
it.
gonna
Now
be
I don't
worried
remember.
about running from anywhere. Unless something makes them run, I think they'll be fine out here.
Okay.
We'll
Well,
just
you would
talk
know
to
better
him to
than me.
make sure. Yeah, exactly. You this is kind of your area of expertise.
Right.
Which you'd also know a handle animal could do the same.
Oh, fair. OOC, I did not really think that it was that powerful, so good to know. Thank you. Well, okay. I propose we try and open the front door. So that's what I'm going to go do. So I'm going to walk to the front of the house.
Didn't we look through a window and see a bunch of treasure in the back houses?
Yes. It looked kind of more like maybe a shrine or a temple. And it had some enchantments and stuff on it. But if the place that had the treasure had like a room of portraits, and that's where the bandit had been last, then that's the front of the house, then that's the one place we should probably check before checking everything else, right?
All right, let's go do a B&E.
Let's do this.
Go back to
Have
where
fun.
that stuff was before.
To the front of the house, because we went in through the back, didn't we? Or side,
did.
I guess. Yeah,
Back.
so let's go to the front of the house and see if
Uh,
we can get in that way.
So of the house that you're currently standing next to.
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to go check out the back, but not yet.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right. Which is perfect. So, yeah, you go to the door that you have not explored yet, allegedly.
I mean, OOC, we didn't, right? I thought it was locked when we came here before. And the key that we were given didn't unlock it. Okay.
I drop hints.
So let's see. Should we walk on this map or is it a different map?
No, it's this one.
Okay.
They'll see.
I'm gonna turn back, be like, okay, you guys ready to go? Or you staying there?
So
I
you
can't see.
Don't want me to do the ritual anymore.
Well,
You
if
don't
you
want
think
me to
they're
kill this guy?
but so are we seeing the bandit like trying to kill the guy?
Nope,
Did
there's
any of
no
us
bandit.
There's no bandit. There never was. What do you mean?
Uh-huh. Okay, so OOC, I must have missed something because first I remember hearing that the bandit had lifted a tombstone and was going to attack the gravekeeper.
What?
What did I
That's
miss?
weird. Hmm.
You hush, Max. I trust nothing you say.
Actually, you not being sure what it is actually fits the narrative even better.
Because
But there
when
is
we
no
came
bandit.
out,
The
okay, so when we came
TLDR.
out, there was no bandit. No, that's perfect.
Mhm.
So is the gravekeeper still out there?
Oh yeah, he's out and about.
All right. Well, I'm
So
sure he's around here somewhere.
basically, like going around the house, because I was
Mm-hmm.
there's a reason I put you kind of where I did. Um. So narratively, you walk around the house, and essentially you're back at this door here. So like
Are you pinning
this
something?
this door being the one you haven't opened yet.
Oh, that's one we haven't. I thought that was the one that we. Okay, so okay, got it.
It might make sense. Don't worry.
Okay, because it looks like the same area that we were in before, the back of the house.
Mm-hmm.
But you're saying that that's the front of the house?
Clever
That is so
reusing of
weird.
maps. So
Oh.
Can I
imagine.
not?
So imagine you going like where you are currently is the back of the house. So just kind of imagine that, like not necessarily. Yeah. Sorry,
Well,
there's
but what?
DM stuff behind DM screen. I'm not.
No, okay. So, but we had wanted to walk to the front of the house.
So you're trying to go to the door that you couldn't open, correct?
Originally, yes. Because
Yes.
we did open the back door of the house and then we
Correct.
went in and there was a hallway with
Correct.
the mirrored things. Okay.
So
But so we
basically, as far as the characters would go, like don't pay attention to the map per se because I don't have a means of rotating things properly.
you confused me
just
when you said that
imagine.
where the characters are is the back of the house. And I'm trying to say the character should be, we were trying to get to the front of the house. So are you
Is it
saying
like the
that?
Lost Woods on Zelda, where we're going up, down, left, right, and returning to the same map? So the front door is the back door, except we're using the front door and we open it and it reveals what we already went through in the back door.
Yes, basically.
That's what I was thinking.
Just
So
to
no
clear up
matter what
he didn't have a
confusion,
way
if
to
you
flip the
if you
map.
go in the front or the back, you end up in the exact same room.
Okay.
The
That
front
was
door is
my
the
next
same as the
question.
back.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I could tell you. Well, DM notes.
So I wonder where the heck the room with the portraits are then. But I'm gonna peek
Was
my
it
head in.
portraits that turned into mirrors? Or was it just mirrors the whole time? I thought it was portraits that turned
There are
into
portraits
mirrors.
and mirrors.
Yeah. Yeah, because we straightened them, remember, and that started fucking everything up.
Okay, that's what I had said originally, and you guys all were like, "No, they were just mirrors." So, oh my god.
But it would
Okay.
definitely be I'm not coming with you, so I'm still at the back door with all the horses. You guys go to the front door, you open it, and you're back in that mirror room. Right? And it's
Where the
like, well, what
hallway,
the
the
fuck?
the little entry that leads to the mirror room.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So any door you go in, well then it doesn't make any sense why the gravekeeper would have made a big deal about us going in the front door of the house if it's the same door.
You assume things haven't changed since the first time you enter. Anyway,
That's true.
We
That's
did burn a
true.
bunch of dead children
Well,
to ashes.
we, Kimosabe, I think
Oh, sorry, Price.
you.
No, I tried to rescue them sincerely.
Oh no, it
Price
was Price. No,
deleted
it
them.
was Price. My bad. Yeah, no, that was Price in horse form throwing a torch on the doll. That's right. I remember now. Good job, Price. So, Price, you remember how you were saying you didn't want everything to be your fault? You notice how things keep becoming your fault? No, kidding. Okay. So now that I understand that I'm not just mistaken at what I'm looking at. We are effectively at the front of the house.
mhm.
Okay. Okay. So I'll take a peek in there. So first I'm going to look into the hallway before walking in. And see what I see. Well, this looks perfectly safe, and I'm just going to walk in.
You see the horse
I see
staring
floor.
at the door intently.
The horses.
Well, everybody else sees that. You don't, because you have that one.
I'll be like, Monty, I really see what you're talking about. The floor is really very floory here.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's such
You'd
a
be
floor.
surprised how floory the floor can be.
And I'm just going to walk in. I'm going to have zero situational awareness. I'm not looking around, not listening. I'm just looking at the floor as I walk in, and I'm kind of like stomping it a bit. I'll be like, this is some really nice flooring. So sturdy.
That's what I was saying.
So this looks like that entryway we had at the back of the house. I wonder what's in here. I'm going to check this. Now this inner door, I want to investigate for traps.
It's not trapped.
Okay.
Oh, look, it's the exact same
Guys?
room we've been in before.
I'll turn to them and be like, guys, I'm confused. I'm like, this looks like the other entrance we already went in.
I wasn't here for that.
Oh no, you weren't, Monty. That's yeah.
No, I
Well,
was a
this-
statue around that time.
You definitely were. Well, this is what the other area looked like.
Oh, I want to see.
Yeah,
I'll
come on
step
in.
Does this look like the door that you came in when you came in? Because you came in a different time than we did. So
You know, I don't remember.
Well, I'm gonna poke my head back out and be like, you guys coming in?
oh yeah, this does look very familiar.
Right?
It does.
treasure
Including
chests?
everything, including the coffins
Are they
that were
coffins
once
or are they
beds.
beds?
They are coffins now. Because remember,
Oh.
they turned into
Mhm.
coffins before.
So that means, I wonder, I'm gonna go look at this right here was the chest that was full of water when we were stuck inside the mirrors, right? This one here?
Nope, that was
Or is that this?
that one.
Okay. So I'm going to be like, you know what? I wonder. And I'm going to go and not walk on top of it.
Yep, that flaming horse is just watching you guys go in.
That horse really wants to shut the door on us again, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm staying outside.
I'm going to open up this chest and see if it's full of that spooky water.
It is currently completely empty as you crack it open.
Darn. But at least it's openable. That's promising. So I want to look around.
Let me
And
zoom out for you guys.
I mean, I assume I probably don't see much, but do I notice are there portraits or are they mirrors
It was both. They're still
currently?
there.
Are
Mhm.
they currently portraits?
They're both. There's mirrors and portraits.
Like some of them are mirrors and some of them are portraits?
Yup.
Okay. Can you ping which ones are mirrors and ping which ones are mirrors?
In between each one, it's both. So it's like a mirror and
So-
portrait in between each one.
Okay, so they like alternate.
Just mirror portrait, and then the coffin, and mirror portrait, then a coffin, then a mirror portrait, then a coffin, and then a mirror portrait, and a coffin, and a mirror portrait, and a coffin.
So you
and
keep
so on and
saying
so
mirror
forth.
portrait, and I'm just for OOC. I'm not getting a good visual of what you're trying to convey. Like, is it? How
So
can it be
imagine-
both at the same time?
There's two things on the wall in between the coffins.
Correct.
Well, that's what I was asking. Is if it alternates between mirror and portrait, and
Yeah,
then you
a
said
mirror, then a
no.
portrait, then
So-
a mirror, then a
Okay.
portrait, right?
Yeah, no, okay, that's fine. That's what I was asking. I get it
Exactly
now.
what I said.
Just checking. I don't know that I'm just maybe extra tired, and so I'm not communicating well. But yeah, now I get it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna look around while you guys do your thing.
So those of you not in the house currently, what are y'all doing? It would be Price, Max, and Kaito, as far as where my map is displaying where people are.
Bryce is probably just sitting on the ground at this point.
It's cold and moist and misty. Very quiet. Very quiet. Eerily so.
Shadow, I thought you were going to talk to these horses. What?
I think kind of needs a bio break.
I'm still here. I said I'd wait.
While they're in there poking around, I mean, I'm not going to feed 4 horses. I'll take Dante and that's it. I don't even know what he eats.
So you want to take the one horse that was trying to lock you inside of a haunted building?
Yeah, he gets me.
Mm-hmm. And but I stopped the ritual because Talia had us moving. I didn't want to fall behind.
Well, let's start it back up. Can you teach me how to do it?
I don't think I can.
Tell you what, you teach me how to talk to horses. I'll teach you how to Dougie.
The what?
Don't worry about it. It's a dance move. And I forgot you're part centaur. You got 4 legs. I don't know if it'll work.
Hmm.
I mean, it is kind of important we get to talk to these horses, don't you think? If you have that ability to, because they just came out of like a little pocket dimension, so we don't even know where they want to go or if they want to hang out with us or what's going on.
Well, I asked them before what they remembered before this, and they didn't really remember anything.
Well, now that they have freedom, what do they want to do with it?
I can tell you in a couple of minutes.
Well, you take your time to cast the ritual.
Oh, do you want me to just jump right to it? You're not going to jump to somebody else?
Well, they're checking out the house.
Okay, do any of them have names?
Nope.
Right,
Hey, guys, girls, I actually don't know.
Hey, mama.
Who's the eldest one? I forgot the eldest horse. So now you're outside the building. You know what you want to do.
Want to run free, baby?
And the others, too. They want to go with you.
They can do whatever they want, baby. I think they just want to go be free, just like me, baby.
That's what I'm asking them, but they're not answering.
What was the voice I had for the other one?
Are they good?
They seem to agree.
All right, Max, remove their attack. If you really don't want them, let them go.
Yeah, you act like I know how to do that.
Do you know how to do much of anything other than
I know
bake?
how to bake bread. That's it. And procreate. I don't know if you heard. I have 12 children, each one older than the last.
I think it was 13.
All right, well, I guess Kaido will then eventually slowly take the fucking time to remove the attack of all these horses. Like, all right, there you go, have fun. Stay out of trouble. Probably get
Oh.
away from this house.
Thank you, baby. And then they just kind of look around, like not knowing where to go.
Wait, you almost forgot your friend.
I'd like to reach into my robe of whatever it's
Oh,
called, of infinite pockets of horses and ladders.
Let's see, how many of those do you have left?
Yeah, it's on my inventory. Let me check. I think it's down to 4. Inventory, robe of useful items. 4 out of 12 uses left. Yeah.
All right, let's see what you get.
1 every session, right? Oh my god.
You've
Is that
got to
another
be
fucking
kidding me,
horse?
dude. You've got to be kidding
There's
me.
no way. All right, let's see what this was. Hold on.
It's a horse.
Oh, it is a horse. A riding horse with saddlebags.
Dude, the reason
Why have you
so
only rolled 30 to 50s of this thing?
the reason that I knew that you had 4 uses left is because we have 4 ladders and 4 horses this far. And you started with 12, and that's the only thing that you've pulled, and you just pulled another horse.
That's crazy.
So,
Oh my god. Let me
So
guess.
another horse is pulled
Could
out
have
of the
set
bag
this one free too.
or pocket.
Can you talk to this one and get its tack removed too?
You want to be free with the other 3 here?
Holy shit! What am I doing here? What the fuck is going on? What am I?
You came out of a pocket. You know as much as I do, guy.
You can give me a handle animal. He's freaking the fuck out.
Oh my god! Stop pulling fucking horses out your goddamn.
I love the
What am
confidence
I
I said
rolling?
it with. You forgot a horse, and I just pull one out.
Animal handling? Is
Yes.
that what you said? Okay, that's not gonna go well. Yeah, see.
Yeah, no, he's freaking the fuck out. He's kicking tombstones over. It's like jumping and his head is like
Bryce, can you
bobbing
get this
everywhere.
horse under control? He's not listening to me.
Ah, God, it's cold. My hooves are fucking cold. Jesus Christ. Ah, God, who's Jesus? I don't even know. Horses, get me the fuck out of here. Ah!
Yep, that just happened.
And the other ones pick up on that because, you know, a little bit of that herd mentality.
Well, I think they're all gone now. Bye. Good luck not staying near this house.
They stampede elsewhere.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, the Nightmares just sits down, completely and utterly uninterested.
Do you not talk?
There's no response.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Whether it can or can't, or it just doesn't care.
Happy now, Max.
I mean, I got 3 more pockets if we want to gamble them.
You really need more horses right now.
No, not at all. I'll save it. I was just curious if I could.
Riding horse with saddlebags. Bloop. Close that. All right. So I'd say that took a little bit of time. So y'all's in the house.
Yep. In the house.
I will cast my detect magic.
So you would determine that there is no magic within this room.
Oh wait, we did.
I mean, with your detect magic active now.
Oh, yeah. You can get that.
Because it, see, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, 3 feet of wood. Wouldn't really pierce the wall. Okay. So yeah, there's nothing magical in here. You know, other
We
than
are
the faint the ambient magic in the air, but nothing that holds an aura in this area.
we are free to move on. Forge ahead.
All right, so to the other house then, if there's nothing in the front room.
I've had that map ready for so very long.
That would be, I guess, up to everybody's decision.
Well, I'm kind
Cool.
of curious. This room doesn't have any magic. I wonder
Missing
if
somebody.
when we dispelled that door before, if it dispelled everything.
Missing,
Wonder
oh,
if
Monty.
this one's open too. Guys, this looks just like the other place we were in. Do you want to come take a look in here too and see if you see any magic?
Okay.
Monty down here. Monty. Boom. Okay. You're not picking up anything magical in here.
I will go back to
Alright.
the magical room.
Ah. So Monty, you go back outside and they continue exploring everything.
Yeah, Monty's seen enough of the inside of houses for a while. He wants to be outside for a little bit.
Goes back when you were up there.
Okay.
You were right there. So Vold, as you're trying to do a full scan of this area, give me a perception check. Okay. And then give me a wisdom saving throw, my good sir.
Wisdom.
So he wouldn't have noticed it. That is a delightful 1. Okie dokie.
And I do not have inspiration to. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you can have mine. Because that's not something you want to fail in here.
That's 420.
Oh, nice. Good save.
All right. So you at first you started feeling like the hallway was starting to twist and turn and bend as if trying to just trap you in this narrow corridor all alone in the, well, not darkness for you, but basically separating. And within that one, you definitely heard the sounds of a child screaming angrily. But you, with the inspiration and the 20 modified, you managed to shake it off and resist it. You get the feeling that while some rooms may not have magic in them, that doesn't necessarily mean whatever this whole area is uninhabited. And you definitely got the feeling that it was kind of like starting to be a sharp pain in your head when all this was happening. Very, very malicious, whatever it was, but you resist it. Continue.
Well, at that, I'm gonna start heading back.
They just decide
Where
to
is
move everywhere.
everybody?
Yep, Monty's no longer in that room.
Did I hear you say you're heading back?
I
I
did,
didn't
yeah.
say anything.
Wonder where Monty went. Oh yeah, Monty went outside. Well,
Oh, so there might not be magic in some of these rooms that we had previous magic in, but I don't think we got all the dolls.
oh,
I have a feeling there might be more dolls out there or something else.
hmm.
You guys want to see the image of the dolls again? No, just kidding.
I'm gonna poke my head in here and I'm gonna look at the ceiling and see what I see.
I mean, it's so you look up and you don't see anything on the ceiling. Just looks like a boring and unassuming ceiling.
Nothing creepy?
Nope.
Okay. Then I will come back out.
There's a whole nother complex of
Well,
that.
I guess whatever we did downstairs might have dispelled much of the spookiness. But yeah, if there's more dolls in here and not much else, then that's just so weird. I wonder where the supposed treasure area was. Because I thought they said that there were like treasure chests here. Unless the only treasure was in, one of these chests and now it's not. I want to go ahead and investigate. Like I want to search the room for compartments that we didn't look in before, any sort of hidden things. Do I find anything of interest?
With the 19, you have ascertained that you have searched this place pretty thoroughly last time you were here. So again, nothing new. No new outcroppings or interesting designs.
Nothing hinky. Well, I guess that's everything.
Yep.
I guess we should probably go check out whatever's in the back now.
Okay. We don't find anything out there. There might be something still downstairs. There were doors we didn't open.
The horse kicks the door closed, but it's not locked.
Damn it, horse. No. You're like, I'm just going to look at that horse and be like, that was really rude, sir.
It just kind of snorts.
Well, Nothing really to report in there except a lot of where there used to be magic, there's no longer magic. It pretty much seems to be pretty exactly what what we left when we went in the back door. Except there was that chest that was just a solid piece of like a block of wood essentially in the normal room, and I was able to open it in the mirror room. It's now a chest, but it's empty. So I wonder if that could have somehow been what held treasure the last time the bandit was here. I don't know. But the only place I've for sure seen treasure is that like kind of temple or shrine room at the very back. You guys want to check it out?
I vote yes.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, let's
that's
go.
pretty much why we're here. If we
Well, I didn't know
don't,
if any other shenanigans happened while we were in there.
Yeah.
Nope, been super boring and peaceful out here.
There was another horse. It freaked out. They all ran off.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Kaido scared off all the horses, so
I did not do no such thing.
I don't know what he
mean,
said to him, but it freaked him out.
where did this horse come from?
I
Give you
wonder.
one guess.
Max, did your coat have another horse in it?
Yep, horse number 5.
So what did you do to that horse when you pulled him out that freaked him out so bad?
I said, "Who's a good boy?" And then I said, "Kaido, do you want to talk to this horse?" And Kaido made some weird neighing, whinny noises, and then that thing just took off, and it took 3 other horses with him.
That sounds somewhat
Oh.
sus, but
For once, he's actually being honest.
For once, I'm always honest.
It's not what I said that freaked it out. He freaked out being pulled out of a pocket.
I mean that would
Well,
be pretty freaky.
The other
Also
horses
true.
didn't do that. And we also have to kind of take you at your word because you weren't speaking
Well,
common. You were talking
However,
horse.
the other horses, when you pulled them out, let's be honest, you and I were stuck in a room with them, and they had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's true.
And they kept tripping over ladders.
And we had just rescued them,
And we had to calm at least one of them down more than once.
and then you had to yank another one out.
That sounds pretty traumatic.
Also,
Yeah.
we
Mhm.
how long have we spent so much time here on just the whole premise that we were getting treasure? We had no reason to be here.
That's what I said.
Well, the
Otherwise-
treasure was part of it, but when we arrived, remember there was just so much magic and there were so many different schools of magic that we thought that it was very likely that some of the disturbance could have been coming from here.
Oh,
We
thank you for reminding me. Vol, you have Detect Magic up still, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Give me a
Oversight.
Constitution save. Is the second
no.
you step outside.
You're
Mid
blind,
flashbang.
baby.
Hello.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no. So that
It-
would have been right when you walked out, huh?
Yep.
Yep. So the second you step outside, it is like somebody took a flashbang, like the worst possible. It almost hurts to. Nah, I won't do damage, but it almost hurts. Like, imagine you just wake up in the morning and like you're groggy and it's nighttime and you're
And the
just now
blinds
waking
get
up and then somebody just throws like a literal flashbang in your face. It is the worst feeling in the world.
Uh-oh.
Like you just keel over in fucking pain, like covering your eyes, and because it's the nat 1, it's like you're detecting magically. So, or like as Kendra said, or like you stepped on a Lego.
But for your brain, your magic
Yeah.
sensing brain.
And like whereas before, like you've seen Price be able to like cover his eyes and kind of shield his eyes from it, and for maybe you focus so hard on concentrating or whatever the case may be that even putting your hands over your eyes is not helping.
So if he would have
So-
responded that way as we were coming out of the door, like basically
I've got a question.
I would have probably run up
here.
and like, "Oh my god, what's wrong? Is somebody attacking?"
So, and Vold might be on the same wavelength. So Price was definitely blinded by this. Bald has dark vision to be able to see through magical darkness and stuff. Is that going to affect him potentially like not being blinded by magical sources? Maybe. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know how it works.
Pretty sure it'll probably break my concentration, correct?
You can if
I'll
you
take
want, because
some.
it's a freebie that you like. You can just break concentration
I
because
can't break it while I have my character.
it's not rendering you like the with the stats effect of like incapacitated. But
It
you can
doesn't.
just
I
be like
don't
it
get
hurts
like
so
blind.
much.
I don't get blinded like.
Yeah, like Price got the actual like blind debuff. But that
Yeah, because you were trying to keep the you were also
yeah.
trying to keep it concentrated.
Yeah. So I was just bringing that up, I guess, as a caveat.
Concentrated? I can't word.
Well, I broke mine, and I'm like, I
So
know what you went through now, Price. Not fun.
so roll me a let's see.
Granted,
Trying to think of,
isn't that one? So yeah.
yeah. Okay, here's how I'll do it.
I
So roll me a
I
D100.
feel like Price notices this because this has happened to him. So he he sees Vald is coming out the door, and he's like, oh, and then this happens, and it's almost like slow mo. He's trying to reach to cover Vald's eyes, but he's also
that
really
did not work.
small.
How do
So
Flash. Yeah, the bottom right is the dice tray.
I did, but I can't.
You didn't do the slash.
D100. Oh, I have to hit slash.
Yeah, it's /R 1D100. That's how the dice tray is doing it.
Oh. That did not work. I cannot roll it.
So the dice tray is not working, or the syntax not working.
Okay, there.
16. Okay. So you're only blind. You only have lingering blindness for about 16 minutes. That could have been much worse. Rolling high on the D100 is not always a good thing. So it's the equivalent of like a ring in the ears, or you're trying to your vision's slowly returning in a sense. So it sounded like y'all's wanted to head to the complex. Right? I kind of heard.
Yeah. Because that's where the treasure that I saw was.
All right. So you start making your way to the back. I'm not gonna bring it. Good. And all you can hear is old man just kind of meandering around the graveyard as we swap maps. Map is loading. This is a It's a pretty sizable map too, mind you. Might take a sec to load. Yeah, this one is a big map. I
just
had
have a
fun
blank
making it.
screen.
Yep, just give it a minute. This is the chunky map, so
Oh, it loaded. It threw me to the side of the void, not where actually
There
we
you go.
were. Okay, I found us.
so yeah, making your way from, you know, Kryn's dingy old house. Like I said, it was a little bit of a walkway, and there's like the rusty old metal gate, quote unquote, that has been clearly been in a state of disrepair for quite a while. Um, and you know, it's just that one little gate that you just kind of walk on through, and you know you're back at this spot again.
It's still not
Okay.
loaded for me.
Move your map around towards to move
right
stuff to
side?
the left because we're kind of on the right. It
Yeah,
took me a
maybe
while to
yeah,
find
try
us.
zoom out a bit. Like I said, this is a really big map, so
I'm all the way zoomed out and I still see nothing.
Yeah, if you're all the way zoomed out and you pull, we're about in the middle of the entire thing, I think.
No, I see us. I definitely see us. I see nothing but us.
Like there's no, so like the
We're
map
in. We're
itself
all of
isn't
us are
loading
in the
for you?
black void.
hold
All of
on,
us are in
hold
the
on.
black void.
Do you not have vision?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, because if you don't have dark vision, it would be black. Or
I
no,
have dark
you should be able
vision.
to.
No, there's
I
lights
have a
here.
light
You have to
on.
see because they're torches. You could
Yeah.
always try logging out and logging back in, or just refresh.
Well, they're also a newer token. The vision just might be a little wonked.
Oh yeah, I guess that's
But didn't
true.
Monty also have a torch?
Yeah, I think he had the
I've
light.
got one on
done.
right now that's shedding vision, and then there's like I can see a light here and here and here.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
seeing-
seeing none of that.
I'm seeing torches like here, here,
Yeah, there should be light.
here. This portion of it should definitely be lit.
No, there's nothing. There's only blackness.
Try logging out and logging back in because something just may not have loaded in your portal or but your I don't know, something.
Crunch. I want some chips. Who's making chips?
Oh, sorry.
It's
Those
like who
aren't
has
chips.
snacks and not sharing?
I'm moving. I'm sorting rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah, for goodie bags.
Rocks.
I want
Rocks.
a rock. Jewelry.
I got so many rocks. I have a box of rocks that I'm playing on right now.
Well, now I have a gray screen. So, yippee.
Chonky maps. Do be like that. Let's check for. So imagine you were in a very sizable sort of like opening. Hold on, I got my note. Double check my notes on this one. This one is. Entryway. Nope, not that one. Courtyard. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, just looking around where you are, there are torches lit, which seems somewhat ominous, right? Because you'd imagine if they should have burned out by now. But amongst this area, there's courtyard, like several pillars that are just suspended, as if maybe at one point there might have been a roof, but there's no signs of debris. There's no signs of walls. It's just a bunch of pillars and like this sort of, I guess, hewn stone. Yeah. Pillars. So yeah, you're just kind of in this big open area again, which I know a couple of you, checked around, looked in a couple of windows, saw some stuff.
Yeah. So I'll be like, oh, the room we want's over here. This way, guys.
And anybody going past these can give me a perception check.
Has what these?
These creepy shackles.
Oh, past any of the pillars, because there are
Oh, the
some kind
pillars
of
too?
things
Mm.
engraved in them.
I need to use this perception.
All right. The highest is a 24. Yep. 7. Okay. Grab my notes for on the pillars. Okay. So the first one to notice would be Kalia. Monty might sort of kind of pick up on something here and there, but Kalia gets a pretty clear sight of things going on. So each of these pillars seems to have they despite the stonework that has been somewhat like destroyed and just worn down, there's something that just kind of stands out as you scoot past them. Because before you saw the metal thing in the middle and you tried to avoid that, so you went around and want to check the other rooms which you're focused on. But now as you're making your way past some of these pillars, it seems like there's actual writing amidst the environmental and time damage.
What does it say?
Hold on, I'll just copy paste it as I say it. Quotation marks, vector. Just so they see it in the chat as well. So those who seek me out are often driven to madness. To those who find me are granted the tools for their future. To those who misuse me have the power to destroy the world.
Because that's not ominous as hell. Awesome.
Nope. And with that, we'll end the session as you guys probably give you time to figure out what that means.
Well, I'm definitely intrigued. Well, team, it's been a whirlwind.
Speaking of whirlwind,
There've
inspiration.
been highs and lows. Let's see. I vote for Monty not backing down in the face of super creepiness after being stuck in a statue form. Like, he's been super willing to just keep kind of plowing through what's here. So nice work. So I vote Monty.
I'm gonna vote for Bald for getting rid of the curse.
Plural.
Says.
Says.
I'm gonna vote for Max for the 5th horse.
So irresponsible. You just have horses running around everywhere. I will say,
Thanks.
I've got to go bald as well. Specifically because now I don't have to worry about doing detect magic anymore. And for breaking Max out of all the curses.
Yeah, now you can
Yeah,
detect
so-
magic with lightning bolt.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, who's your voting?
Bald.
Bald?
I was going to vote Kaito for leading the way, even though it doesn't have the best vision going through the.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, that's kind of brave.
What you
I
do?
wa- I was kind of wondering how narrow the corridor was going to get. You guys were leading the way, and it was like, okay, it's getting down to 2 people. I was like, is it going to be? Is Kaito going to fit?
Hey, you're not that thick.
You're a centaur. You cannot be offended by people saying that wondering that.
You're not
You're-
that thick.
But you're still a lot larger than all of us.
Oh yeah,
That's
but
not
y'all
happening.
just didn't eat enough vegetables.
I don't think
I ate
vegetables really add
plenty
that
of
much
vegetable.
to
We
most
need
of us.
to. What is it? What is it? The
Beans and rice.
the enlarge and reduce spell. I think someone needs to figure that out for Kaito. We need to be able
Yeah,
to
there
just
you
make
go.
Kaito a tiny little horse. Bryce can finally carry Kaito around,
Oh my god.
and then and everything will be fine. It's fine,
On-
right? It's fine.
And someone's dead.
Honestly,
Thank you.
I really want to try shape shifting into a centaur because technically I should only be able to basically change into something that has the same number of limbs. So the fact that Kaito has 2 additional limbs than me, I kind of want to play into how weird that might look. Like AI trying to draw fingers, I feel like is how it would look for me trying to draw or trying to shape shift into a 4-legged creature with also 2 additional upper arms, you know?
I will
I
let you
feel
know
like-
if that happens and you do a bad job, he will be offended.
I feel like what would happen is you'd either have to have 4 horse legs and no upper arms on your torso,
Right.
or you'd have to be like a satyr.
All right. Well, while they discuss the mechanics and physiology of a changeling shifting into a centaur, thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the raid. You guys are still awesome. It's totally awesome in the subaroonies. But you know, it's definitely been good. Didn't get this stream yesterday, but we were short people, so so tomorrow be back at it at 6 o'clock Pacific. I'm trying to get better at these wrap ups. Getting quicker about them. yeah, we do this every Wednesday, 5:30 Pacific. We started a little bit late tonight, but people were just barely getting home, so figure we can start a little bit later for them. For y'all's on the YouTubes, we do this, like I said, on Twitch, U222. I stream pretty much every day, oh man, and we're getting rated as we're wrapping up. Hey, Game Master, funny enough, I was actually just about to raid you, which is funny, how that timing works out. Damn it. You beat me to it. Dang. Gonna be lurking doing post session. You're rated as I was ending. Well, for those of you just popping in, hello. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. Here, I'll let you listen to some of the post-game shenanigan.
Go to like shake someone's hand, just change all of your fingers into tongues.
Oh my god, that would be so creepy.
But
Suction
Be like,
cups.
pleased to taste you. I mean,
man, you
eat
never
you.
beat me to
Never
it.
let it go.
But yeah, appreciate the raid. Thank you for bringing your folks
It's
on
still
over.
better than like
Thanks
sausage
for
fingers.
popping in. Hello.
Or hot,
Hi.
hot dog
We're
fingers.
Let's
done
see. I
here.
gotta
All
catch
right.
up on the follows because that
Love
caught
you
me off
all.
guard. Like I literally had Game Master Eric,
I hate it
Poppy
here
Pasta,
sometimes.
What
and
I'm
ready
doing
to go.
For you again? I'm going here.
Dang, it's quicker than me.
Oh, cat fingers, yeah.
But
Yeah, what was it? Or
welcome,
well, like the hot
welcome
dog
in,
fingers from Everything
Captain
Everywhere All at Once.
Gus's?
Or
Gus
like
Gus.
Rick and Morty.
I don't know why I had so much trouble.
yeah, they had
figuring
You
that
some
one
could
out.
too.
be a pickle. You could be
Welcome in.
Pickle
Thank you for the
Rick.
follow. Hello,
I
hello.
could.
I'm thinking
As I was
the
saying,
Freddy
as I was wrapping up,
Krueger.
we do
character.
this every Wednesday, 5:30 Pacific. We
Oh,
did
yeah.
start a little bit
I can do
later
that
than
too.
usual,
I mean, he's got the right number of
Um,
limbs.
but
Talia and Price might have to have some
it's
sort
all
of
good.
like
Well,
Shape off?
shift off. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be like so in awe
Well, I
of
was
you
gonna
though,
pass
because
some-
your
y'all's over to
shapeshifting is so accurate,
Master
where
Eric.
mine's like purely
Master
dependent on my
Eric.
ability, like my own personal
But
skill at
let's
shifting.
see.
So if
who
it's
else
something
is
I haven't
streaming
shifted
D&D? 'Cause
into before,
I kind of want to send you guys to
it's not gonna be
somebody
perfect.
still doing D&D.
No,
right?
it'd probably be more
it
of
just
a
makes
game of like
sense.
horse,
Oh,
where you would shape shift into something,
Let's
and the other
see.
person would have to copy it, and if they don't, they get a letter.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, but then I beat him because I could shapeshift into something that doesn't actually exist. I mean, I don't know. Well, I'm not a beast, so Price, would you be able to match me if I formed into something
No.
that does not
Browser,
otherwise
no.
exist?
No,
Because you've seen me,
my browser froze.
but I am myself am not a beast.
Egads. Damn it.
I might
Tracy
have an unfair
Firefox.
advantage there. Yeah.
Hold on.
If it was like if you shapeshifted into like a mountain, no, I couldn't. But if it was some
No,
sort
it'd
of
be
like animal,
like so
then
if it's an amalgamation
Our
of animal
Firefox update
parts.
happened.
maybe not. No.
Because
But
under the rules of Vald's proposal there, I would have a very unfair advantage because I'm not
Yep.
limited.
well,
That's
I'm
why Firefox
limited
had an
by
update. That's
like
why it
number of
crashed.
limbs
Okay.
and my size.
Anyway,
I
so-
can't turn myself into like a large or small creature, and I can't like give myself like 6 working limbs, you know?
Oh, so no,
So-
it would be pretty
okay,
fairly
true.
matched because you could just turn into a giant spider or like a large spider or something like that. And then
Yeah.
you'd
Well,
be able to copy him because he's got 6 limbs now.
Well, I would be
Or
able
8
to create
limbs.
probably like a facsimile of limbs.
Shoot.
They just wouldn't be functional.
I have been thrown for a
It'd
loop.
be like a Halloween costume. Like a
Oh,
dog with a
well.
Halloween costume.
At that point, I don't think it would count. I feel like it would have to be like a functional shapeshift.
well,
Yeah,
I'm
then
thinking
we
as
would be
far as
evenly.
if it would be interesting if other people called things out. So it's not like you turned into
Oh,
something
yeah.
and I had to match what you did. It's like someone was like, okay, turn into a bird.
Right. Okay, no,
And it
I
was
like
maybe
that idea.
general.
I'm not sure. You know what?
That's
I'm just
great.
gonna
And-
wrap
and
up there,
something-
We could
and I'm gonna try and peruse some of the other
Yeah, so maybe something
D&D
where
channels and
the
see
rules are something that we can both legitimately turn into,
you know,
but it's up to us of like how
and
we
then
want
see who I
to go
can
about
kind
that.
of
Like if
follow
bird
and
was
then
the
it's a-
topic,
see who
that'd
we
be
can raid
yeah. We each
in
choose
case
like
I-
what we want.
in case Eric gets
like
me
a Pokemon
again.
battle.
Right.
I know you
But
can't
with
see that I have
animal
my
shapes.
fist in the air.
That
You
sounds
beat me.
amazing.
You beat me. This time.
We should definitely do that when
This
we're back.
time.
Winner gets
terrifying.
waffle breakfast
Anywho,
at the tavern.
Well, like I said, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you dropping in. As brief as this is, unfortunately for some of you. Yeah, I'll catch you again next time. So I'll be back at it tomorrow at 6 o'clock Pacific. We'll probably be doing some variety streaming. I run D&D on Tuesdays at 7:30, 7:40ish Pacific, and Wednesdays? Holy crap. Wednesdays at 5:30 Pacific. Yeah. So if ever you want to see when I go live, the follow button right there, you don't have to hit it, but if you want to know, I'm just saying. Yeah, anyway, I've droned on long enough. I've been discombobulated. Until next time, y'all, have yourself a wonderful evening or morning, whatever it is for you. And hopefully see you around. Maybe some role playing, maybe some gaming. Till then, fare thee well.